Son got married today, and I just got back, so I'm trying to
Oh,
get
nice.
caught up.
That was
So
awesome.
no, it's not, but we won't talk about it. But
Well, fair enough.
yeah, no, it's I mean it's good, but it's a long convoluted story. But let's check the sound. Hey, we have sound. Hello, everybody. Is anybody out there? Hey, we have sound. Hello, everybody. Is anybody out there? All right, so I'm gonna kick this thing off, and then as soon as the intro's done, we'll get started. So looks like Monkey's run a little late, but that's fine. Somewhere in here.
Don't mind me. I'm listening. I'm just pulling my pasta out of the.
Yeah, no worries.
That works. Hey, Jamie, what you playing for your character?
I'm going kind of an ice mage type. High elf ice mage.
I'm a
And
fire ranger.
we will talk about that.
Put the one out, another one comes back.
That's okay. And just interrupt our music. That's fine.
Like, quick.
Yeah, no worries, dude. You did. Hopefully this worked. Did it work? Did it work? I don't even know. Hey, look, my camera works. I'm here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest Heroes of Kreistrich Edition, our Friday night or our every other Friday night 5e game. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. For those that are here right now, I know they got some people are just filling in, but we'll see how it goes. Been away a while. Gosh, it's been like 3 weeks. It seems like every time we get things rolling, something happens and we miss a week, and we end up. If we miss a week, then we miss the next week, obviously, and then we try to get caught up. But here we are, and I'd like to welcome. I know Monkey is. He said he was going to try to be on time. I kind of laughed. Actually, I gave the shocked faced emoji. I knew he wouldn't make it. Monkey never makes it on time, but that's okay because we usually spend the first few minutes talking about who we are, what we're doing, etc., etc. So, for those of you that are new here, welcome. I see Paul's here. Paul's like he's like a Gomrand used to be. A Gomrand used to be every single session, be like one of the first ones here. Now Paul has taken over that mantle, so we appreciate you. You're going to be our what do they call them? The guys that escort people into the wedding to sit them in and stuff like that. Um, but yeah,
Usher.
thank you very much. Paul's going to be our theater usher. He's going to bring people in and find them a good place to sit so that they can check out tonight's show. So, like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Old hands, welcome back. Don't forget, as you watch a stream, as which any Twitch stream, you earn free tokens. Our game, you can trade those tokens in to grant players Nat 1s or Nat 20s. They are good for the stream that you give them in. So I encourage you, if you have tokens available and you want to grant a Nat 1 or Nat 20 to a player, get it in early so they have the entire stream with which to use it, because otherwise it expires at the end of the stream. Some exceptions, I know. There are times when I've allowed them to carry over, but as a general rule, I encourage you guys to get them in so that we can.
Hey, Paul, thanks for the natural 20 for Ragnar.
What? Come on, dude. We just got here. We just got here. No, it couldn't be for the DM. DM is so much easier to type, right? All you have to do is say, no, Ragnar, no. He can't even see. He's blind. That's all right. All right.
Here comes another
There we
one.
go. See?
Oh,
there we go.
For you,
See when I cry and whine, Paul comes through. All right. So let me try to get through this, and we'll tag all these. But before.
Oh.
He's coming with another one. He's going to give one to everybody.
Monkey's not even here, man.
All right.
He'll be here later.
Yeah, he'll be here in a few. Let me have him track these or tag these so I don't forget. All right, so Monkey, Ragnar, and myself. Appreciate that, dude. As always, it's nothing but love. We like to mess with you. But anyway, if you're like Paul, get them in early so the players have a chance to use them for the entire stream. If you like to help support the stream, of course, we love when people cheer. We love when people subscribe. Every coin that you put into this game goes right back into the game some way, shape, or form. Whether it's hosting services, content that I go out and buy. Some of the content that I put up that we use is from free places, but a lot of it is Patreon subscriptions and going out and buying stuff because I'm super ass lazy and I don't want to have to make all these maps and games myself. So, like I said, definitely encourage you to do that. So for every 200 bits that you cheer, you can grant advantage to your player or your favorite player or the DM, of course. Unlike tokens where you're trading them in that are free, if you're going to be willing to spend your hard-earned coin to help support the stream some way, those advantages that you grant do carry over from game to game. And as it stands right now, Ragnar, you have a single advantage available to you. And Tarikas, who I think I heard just pop in. Yes, it is. Hey, Tino, what's up, brother?
Hey, brother.
So, Tarikas, you have 5 advantages available. And like I said, those do carry over from stream to stream. And last but not least, if you do really want to help support the stream, we do have a tip jar. If you're not one to go in and subscribe or I should say do the auto subscription every month or something like that, tip jar to me is the best way, regardless if it's for us or some other content provider on Twitch that you like. I love the tip jar because Twitch, whenever you subscribe and stuff, they take like 50%. If you're like we're just like the low level guys. If you go up to one of the higher tier guys, they drop it to like 40%. So, you get 60, they get 40. If you got a tip jar, man, 100% goes to the content provider. The only thing that gets taken out is some kind of a processing fee. And I've used this example all the time. We've gotten very generous donations from some of our patrons, including our very own Nilo, who dropped a gift on us one time. And when the funds actually hit the bank, it's like a $2 or $3 processing fee that PayPal, because I use PayPal for my delivery service, right? So they charge like $2 or $3 service fee. What's that?
PayPal
They do.
Delivers?
They do, right to my bank account. Right to my bank.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So I encourage you, for regardless of whether it's for us or another favorite content provider views, if they have tip jars, man, I encourage you to use that. Last but not least, if you're a fan of Greyhawk like we are, all of our games are in Greyhawk. This one's in Perrinland. My other game, they are actually traipsing through the multiverse right now. But be that as it may, it's all Greyhawk centered. I encourage you to go to the Greyhawk Creatives team page.
Hey, Monkey.
Dude, what is up with that? See, Monkey showing us love. Now I'm gonna have to be nice to Monkey. You're ruining it, man. I've been.
No, I was just showing them how to use the tip jar.
Oh, gotcha. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. But yeah, see, now he's probably gonna go in and say cancel, cancel, cancel.
Be right back. I gotta go. I gotta go to the garage real quick to shut it.
Right on. So anyway, if you go to Greyhawk Creatives team page, that's twitch.tv /team/Greyhawk Creatives, and that will show you a list of content providers that have Greyhawk content in some way, shape, or form. For example, Mike Disney, I think he's on right now. He's one of my favorites. Jay, who does Lord Kazumba's channel, he has been running his game since 1981, and so he does a lot of great content with interviews and game sessions with the movers and shakers like the Gygax folks. Ernie Gygax that used to do it, and I know some of the other insiders from D&D when it was fledgling back in the day. You got Elminster himself comes on to do interviews and discussions with him. So yeah, a lot of great Greyhawk content. So encourage you to go check it out. And if you can't remember all that, that's fine. ! Socials, paste that in the chat, and it'll show you all of our places that you can find us, whether it's on YouTube, here on Twitch, our Discord channel, the whole 9 yards. So I encourage you to go check it all out. So that's us. Welcome everybody. If you've been following this game, you know that our party was originally helping Ragnar's family. Apparently, Ragnar's family back in the day was somehow related to the king of the dwarven nation, the Khund nation, Khund, and that Khund nation was actually very prevalent here in the western mountains of Perrinland, but as all good things, it came to an end when denizens from below came up and overran the Khund nation and sort of dispersed the dwarves out of the mountains. Well, when that happened, the king at the time put a great curse upon the place, and now nobody knows where the treasure vaults are or where the Khund nation's seat of power was. And as all legends, the story is that when the last of the clan returns, he shall find and reopen the vaults of the Khund, and the nation shall be restored and reborn in the western mountains. Well, apparently, our very own Ragnar's family somehow was twisted involved in that thread of time, and as fate would have it, his aunt was looking for the lost lair of Igwil, the Witch Queen, who once subjugated these lands, and she was captured by brigands. Ragnar's brother was with her, and he ended up losing his head, literally. And so Ragnar took up the mantle for his family, and so he searched with his friends, our current intrepid heroes hailing from eastern Perrinland. They found Igwil's lair. They found this artifact known as the Lanthorn, and it was supposed to help them shed light upon where the nation of Khund fell. One thing led to another. They ended up facing a particularly bad astral dragon when they were sort of floating in space. And I know it's a long story, so you may want to go watch the VODs over on YouTube, but still, regardless, they lost the battle to the dragon, and instead of gaining the artifact necessary to open the vaults, or at least to give to the last king, or the last in the line who would be king, instead of gaining that artifact, they lost the artifact they had. And so while they are trying to figure out how to recoup from that, they returned home to Ixag, and there they were met by a bunch of gnomes who had seen the party and heard of the party in the southern Perrinland mountains when they were digging through Igwil's lair. So they sent an emissary to ask the party to help them out. There is an ancient structure built into the mountains, sort of like an inverted pyramid, a ziggurat, whatever you want to call it, and it is made of blackest black basalt stone. At one time, centuries ago, it was a temple dedicated to an evil deity. In fact, it was the evil deity named Tharizdun. Tharizdun is Greyhawk's Cthulhu. The temple had long since been abandoned, but as we all know, nature abhors a vacuum, and it was beginning to get filled with all manner of creatures. And these gnomes felt that these creatures were just a little too close. And so they asked the party to come clear out the temple. And so the party did as asked. They assaulted the temple, realized just how many were there, and the first assault was not quite successful. So they ran away and hid. Then they found a back way in, and whilst they went in the back entrance, they discovered a lot of things in the dungeons below, and they found a flight of stairs leading back up into the temple. And so over a period of time, they managed to take out the creatures. The gnomes sent with them a wizard who had prevalent fireballs available, so that definitely did not hurt. But they managed to destroy all of the creatures, including the leader at the time, a frost giant, who had assumed the mantle of leadership of this ragtag group of humanoids. And so the party cleared it out. They were investigating, and they found a hidden set of stairs leading down, down, down into the darkness. They found a bunch of clerical stuff. They found a bunch of ancient items that were used for ritual purposes and whatnot. And so they discovered that the robes of the ancient priests were necessary because it was so cold where they were going that it was like damage per round. Every few seconds, their flesh was being frostbitten and whatnot. But they discovered that these robes somehow prevented that cold, and so they now are dressed in these strange flowing robes. They are deep beneath the temple itself in some long forgotten hidden series of chambers. They cleared these out. There really wasn't much to clear. There was a couple demons or something that they fought there, but they also discovered a lot of strange things, the last of which were these strange colored trees growing up out of the rock in one of the chambers, and each one was a different color. And unfortunately, the gnome wizard touched one of the trees, and he was blasted by this arcane energy. Well, he tried a couple of different trees, and on the third one, he was blasted into oblivion. And that was where our session ended, as our former compadre, gnome wizard Hyjal Craghammer has been blasted away into nothingness, his soul being sucked into the void where Tharizdun, the ancient god, the ancient deity, lies chained, because as the story goes, all of the gods, good, evil, and neutral, had to band together to banish him to the far realms, and there he remains chained. But he has it looks like maybe the cracks are beginning to break, and his essence is seeping back into this multiverse or this universe as whatever it was that destroyed Hyjal. Hyjal briefly saw the light, and then it was snuffed out before he could go to wherever gnomes go when they die, as his soul was consumed by the ravenous hunger of Tharizdun. And so that brings us to where we are tonight, as our party now remains in the under temple beneath the Temple of Tharizdun. The only other thing of note that I need to say is that our companion Hearn, who actually is playing Corvin, Corvin Mossblossom. Oops, you know what? I forgot. Sorry, folks. This is what happens when the DM isn't paying attention. I forgot to launch the stream version. So I've been sitting here talking, and everybody's looking at a blank screen. But let me a second to
I'm
bring
still
up.
looking at your face.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a bonus. And I apologize, but in about 45 seconds, we have an ad coming in. So,
That's it's the perfect time for an ad.
yep, exactly. But it's not playing yet. But
No, it's not.
yeah,
So we'll go and let the ad play, and then we'll start.
there we go. But as we start tonight, Hearn unfortunately has life things going on, so he is not going to be able to continue. But since his character is still with us, I am going to continue to play Corvin until the party actually leaves the temple and heads back home. And then once you guys head back home, I will, some way, shape, or form, disperse of our wizard. He does hope to come back. Um, so,
Before the character departs from the party, I would like to make sure that he doesn't have any borrowed items in his inventory.
pretty sure he doesn't. But we are going
I
to.
know that I know a few items were exchanged for
Yeah,
purposes of within the dungeon and stuff, so I just
yeah.
want to make sure everything is returned properly.
Right, I'll make sure. But I'm just waiting for this to. I don't know. It's like it's stuck. It's like before it was working fine. Let me try this again. Let me refresh.
Load
But
eventually.
we are going to be bringing in a replacement player, if you will.
Also,
And we will introduce said player when the time is right. Okay, this is pretty weird. It just
I love your new plugin down at the bottom where it shows the your stats
I
for the character you
actually, yeah,
control.
I actually, it's funny that you say that because I was doing settings and stuff today, and I went in and it said, "Hey, do you want to allow the players to do this?" And originally I had it unchecked because I'm like, "No, I don't want them messing with." Oh, I see. It's set for just their own player or their own character, so I
Well,
can
the
see.
character they can control. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
see Tarikas and myself.
yeah. So, oh, you're still controlling Tarikas?
Yeah, just leave it because whenever he's not here, I usually control him anyways.
Okay. Yep, you're right. I still have it. Yep, yep. So, all right, cool. So anyway, I don't know why the world's not loading. It loaded fine for my DM version, but for the stream version, it's just sitting about halfway. So I'm gonna give it another few seconds while the ad runs.
Is it at least turning?
Well, no, I mean it's literally just sitting there, and I've had this
Not
happen
even.
before. I know. If you look at the stream, it's like sitting at halfway. Um,
I guess the fire's in Inferno now, huh?
yeah. Oh, what the heck's going on, fellas? Page is
Shy's the
unresponsive.
cinema.
Hey, that's it, man. See, it's like a boom. Do you want to wait? There's a script hang up. And it's not even letting me. So, for those that know that if you know like dev stuff, you can hit the F12 key and it'll open up a. This is bizarre. Whoops.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. I'm going to reload
I hit
and
it by
let's see what happens.
accident all the time.
Let's see what happens. And I'm looking at the stream and I'm looking at the game and I'm like, I'm only about 2 seconds behind, so that's not too bad. But yeah, usually what happens is it'll go all the way across and then it'll just sit there. But this one, it's like, first time I did it, it only went a little bit. Then now it's going halfway, and now it's like, why is it dying? It's like Chrome is dying on me. This is kind of bizarre.
Well, it's Chrome.
Well, I mean, Chrome is not bad. I mean, that's what I use all the time.
True. I mean, actually,
So,
Chrome is actually really bad. Unfortunately, it's also really effective.
yep, it's fast. So, all right.
I did swap to Brave because I got tired of all the targeted
Oh, okay.
ads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let me look at.
They dropped off significantly.
Let me look at his inventory really quick. He has stuff. Um, well, he does have his character had a bag of holding.
That's fine.
And he's
I,
got his
I'm not
potions.
looking to take his stuff.
Yep.
Just
Nope.
want to
Nope.
make sure anything else
Nope.
borrowed is a
Doesn't
return.
look like he's got anything that was borrowed. He's got a couple potions that he had previously, which is fine. He also has his quiver with a couple magic arrows in it. And that's it. Um, he does have a ring of water breathing, but I mean, that's you guys had that, right? Yeah, he got it from.
So no, the ring of water breathing is ours because he could breathe underwater by himself. That
That's
was
right. When you guys,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe that was my ring of water breathing because I had the necklace of adaptation
Right.
already. So I let him borrow mine when we had to go into the water again.
All right. So let me drop this back on your sheet then.
Yep. There we go. I knew we gave something to him. I couldn't remember what it was.
And the other thing that he's got that came from the party. He has a decanter of endless water, and I
Yeah, so we'll
believe
go
you
and drop
guys.
that. Yeah, that was the group. So we'll drop that back into one of our many bags. Is it only me that has a bag of holding, or does Ragnar and
I don't think.
Tarikas
I think you're the only one, to be honest with you.
okay.
I don't think the
I'll
others
go ahead and
have.
drop it in unless someone else wants it, you can drop
Hey,
it in mine.
it only took 10 minutes, but it loaded. All right, so let me go back to this.
Tarikas, Ragnar, either you two want this cursed object?
I'm gonna
I hate
drop it.
that item.
What, the
Sure,
decanter
I'll
of
take
endless
it.
one? Oh, you're gonna take it,
Yes.
Trigus?
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Let
I
me.
hate that item.
Why? You get.
One of my very first character deaths was because of a decanter of endless water.
Okay, that's pretty funny. All right,
It,
Tarikas, I have dropped a decanter of endless water on your character sheet. So now you have that. All right, cool. So the stream is actually up now. And so we can actually maybe get something going. Welcome to Shiza Cinema. If something could go wrong, it always will. But we're about on time. We're only about 5 minutes behind what we usually are. So as you guys stand here, still in a slight bit of shock. And by the way, our new PC, I've got you. Your token is actually on this map, and I put it on there just so if you look at the VTT, if you're logged into the VTT, so you'll be able to see the map. But your character is I've set to invisible, so I'm not sure if it still shows you where you are.
I can
but
be a ghost.
You can be a ghost. You are a ghost now. You're kind of wondering which body you want to assume so you can take control. But anyway, as you stand still, slightly in shock, I'm going to move.
we warned him.
Yeah, slightly
We
in.
warned him.
Yep, slightly in shock still at the loss of Hyjal Craghammer, your former gnome wizard, who was sent with you by the gnome community in order to clear out this temple. As you guys were all making haste for the ladder to climb out of this place, he decided he wanted to continue to touch the strange rocky tree-like formations that are growing out of the floor of this hexagonal room to the west. And so that is where we are going to pick up tonight's session, as the dust of the exploded body of Hyjal settles to the floor. Tarikas is the only one who really witnessed what actually happened as Corvin and Nilo were up in the north tunnel near the ladder. What do we want to do? Are you back with us, Monkey?
We're just gonna roll up.
You gonna head out? Okay.
Yeah, head out. There's nothing left down here.
Okay. As you guys,
Our wand is gone too, so yeah, time to go.
this is true. Which wand? I forgot. What wand did he have? Oh, he had the.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot what it was, but I know. I'm trying to remember what all his gear that he had, but
Let's look
anyway.
on a sheet.
I don't. His character is no longer in the game, so I've removed him.
Oh, you should already delete.
Yeah, I can go out to. He's still out on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I can look out there. So, what's that,
Is
monkey?
he dead?
Oh yeah, yeah. He has.
Oh,
he
yeah, he blew up.
exploded into a gazillion atoms. As you guys walk back up to the north tunnel, heads shaking, still stunned at the sheer destructive way in which his body was annihilated. It literally exploded into a billion atoms and disappeared in a flash. But you find yourself standing at the ladder, the robes still keeping you relatively warm against the otherwise frigid temperatures of this lower temple complex. The ladder awaits going up. Climbing up the ladder. Everybody going up with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I would hope the rest of the group is going up. Unless you want to go eat fruit yourself. I don't recommend it, though.
Yeah. All right. As you guys work your way back up, you find yourselves back up top. Oops, I need to drop. Sorry about that, Fox.
That's okay.
As you
Well,
find yourselves back up at the top of the ladder, the void beckoning below, as you get this strange sense that somebody is watching you from below as you exit, but you do see there are the two rooms to the east, one to the east, one to the west, that lead out of this strange place. And you also do know that there are the hidden door here in the wall that leads into the other part of the dungeon. The door itself is shut, but you do know that it's like right there. So it's like literally a secret door right here that you guys had found previously. Because I know nobody but me.
fastest way out. It was this way, right? Right here.
So these two stairs, there's one here and there's one here. So probably the fastest way out would be going through the secret door here, because it leads into this chamber up to the north, and then where the giants were, and you can go out and you could go up the flight of stairs. Because there's
the dwarf still here.
He is.
We should probably rest.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
grieve. Since I don't know how many cantrips I have.
Yeah. All right,
To
so
grieve. What was
I'd
his
like to
name?
get
again?
so the north here has an exit into this little chamber, and then this chamber up here has an exit to the east that leads around. Otherwise, you can leave to the south, as well. So if you go into the little side chambers, there are doors leading into the temple to the south, but then you would have to walk all the way down through the temple and then back up north to go out the
Honestly,
to go out the
I'm
same
okay
stairs,
with I'm okay with leaving first and resting once we're away.
right? So you guys, you just tell me where you want to go and what you want to do. You guys tell me where you want to go and what you want to do. Bueller?
Are we gonna rest or are we gonna try to leave?
I think we should just leave.
Yeah. Nyla wants to leave, and then don't forget you guys do have that nearby
Campsite.
campsite that you guys found in the cave that we
I say we rest there. Less likely a bunch of goblins are gonna show up and I don't know, throw things at us with explosive rune.
That is
Or-
all specific, Ragnar. Something happened when you're at the games.
I don't know. I can't read it. Someone else read it. it was given to them by a goblin, and they were stupid enough to read it. I don't know.
I like it. I was going to say too, that was a pretty specific example that you got.
It's not one of Sean's games. I'll give you that.
I don't do stuff like that. So, all right.
Yes, you do.
Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. So you guys, so you're leaving. That's fine. I just need to know which way you want to go. You want to go out the north secret door, or do you want to go out the east room and in through the temple? What do you guys want to do?
I say we go out the secret way we came in because we know that's clear.
Okay. All right. As Corvin leads the way.
Yeah, I can't move. It says I'm colliding with walls. Oh, there it goes.
Because you're colliding with walls, Monkey.
It's not hitting the walls, dude.
Hang on just a second. Everybody stop moving. For some reason, I had 2 spiders for Tarikas, and it was moving the other spider across the map too. All right, cool. You can continue to move.
Well, he's mating.
Is that what it is?
Attracting companions.
Okay.
We made baby spiders.
All right, and as you guys come out, there is a flight of stairs leading up to the the entryway where you guys first came in and got your asses kicked, but now you know has been since cleared.
Actually, hold on. Secret tunnel was the other way.
This doesn't look like a campsite.
No, this isn't. This is the upper temple where you guys came in.
Yeah,
So
the secret tunnel was all the way down to the south.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking that you were coming up here because you knew this was cleared up this way. But if you want to go, you are correct.
We aren't sure if it's clear up here. We haven't checked this spot since we got back.
Okay, so we can go back downstairs if you want.
Yep. I was
So, yep, that was my fault. That was my fault. Yeah, so you are right. It is. The other one is all the way down to the south. The eerie quiet that this place presents is slightly unnerving. Went a little too far, Ragnar, yeah.
I can't actually see this part of the map. It's blackened for me for some reason.
I know why.
It's the tile. The tile is black.
It's because you're blind.
That's fair.
Thank you. Having trouble moving.
Oh, you're welcome. As you guys find your way back down to the stairs that lead into the dungeon.
My light disappeared. Does the lights reset when we start the dungeon every week?
Well, I mean, it could. I mean, the light spell doesn't last for like ever anyway, so.
I thought it was using a lantern, no?
Not that I know of. I thought you guys cast a light spell.
Okay, I'll cast a light spell.
Okay, go ahead and cast your light spell.
I will.
Sure you will.
Let's see, how do I do it? Spell. And
we just want to see the spell go off so that everybody can say, "Ooh, ah."
Ah. Place on target token.
Come on, man. Cast the damn spell. There you go.
It didn't increase.
Yeah, I think you have to place it on the token. Let me try here.
I did. I targeted it in.
That's pretty bizarre.
Targeted myself when I cast it. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we can figure it out. So as you got, it's all right. You guys go. Let me do. I have to do one thing here because not there, and is there. All right. As you guys find yourselves in the dungeon beneath the long forgotten Temple of Tharizdun, you can see the strange purple obelisk that is actually sort of like a huge column reaching from floor to ceiling, and on each of its faces it has a carved in statue of some sort, but it's like embedded inside the rock, so it's almost like a mosquito inside a piece of amber, but it's this huge statue, one in each face. But you can see the tunnel in which you first arrived leading to the north, exiting this place if you so desire, or you can just stay here.
No, I think we're done here.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I drop a silver as I go by,
Okay.
just to make sure there's no angered beings.
Okay.
I will go take that off my sheet.
I pick up the silver.
No, I'm serious. I don't know what you're
For a
talking about.
holy man, you're surprisingly greedy.
No,
For the
he
poor, it's all for the poor.
he just doesn't want to give it to these guys. He wants to give it to his guy. The trail is long but quick as you find no resistance moving your way. Who am I missing?
A spider.
Oh, that's why, because freaking Nilo is like 5 miles ahead of everybody else. I'm like, what the heck? Uh-oh. I just got a low battery alert. I think I should plug my mouse in. Give me a second. Let me grab my...
How the hell can I not?
How can you help you not what?
I can't pull currency from my bag of holding.
That's kind of weird. I think because it's in the bag of holding, I think you have to transfer it out of the bag of holding. Alright, I'm going to see if I can do this. Probably not, but I'm going to try anyway. My mouse is dying here.
Give it mouth to mouth.
No, so I have to manage it from the bag of holding, but it won't actually let me do that.
Need to check. Terrific.
I can do it just fine from my core sheet, but I cannot do it from the bag of holding.
Can I do it here? Oh, maybe this will work. Sorry, I have to see. Oh, good, it's charging. All right. I have this, I can't find my small one, but I have this really huge cable.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I have to have editing enabled to do that.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. That's so weird.
Yeah, I have this big, huge cable that I don't want to use, but I don't have my little one handy. So it's like my mouse isn't quite moving the way I want it to, but all right. Let's get the rest of us up where they're supposed to be. I think I got everybody. Yep, you guys are all the way at the end. All right. Do-do-do. All right. So you guys move your way. As I said, you did not see any creatures as you were moving through. You went through completely unmolested. So fortunately.
Woohoo!
Aw, nobody touched me.
You usually touch yourself. As you guys...
He's a cleric, not a paladin.
Oh yeah, my bad. This token? I guess I should have thought ahead of time to do all of this stuff. put the right people and take the other people off. As you guys find yourselves outside, as you exit the rear of the temple, making your way around, finding yourselves once again on the incoming trail. This was the trail that you guys first came in on. As you go to leave and hopefully never see this strange, weird looking edifice ever again. Somebody give me a survival check. Since Hyjal is not with you, you do not get advantage. But, well, actually, I am going to give you advantage because of the fact that you guys have been there before. If nobody wants to do it, I will do it for Corbin, who is actually the ranger. Haha, that nat 1 I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want, Tarikas. Dang, it's a +4. You got a 16. All right. So,
Whoa.
as you guys leave this strange place behind, Corvin and Tarikas, knowing the route, leads you boldly back up into the mountains, heading back toward the gnome community. But along the way, you manage to find yourselves in the you find yourselves the cave where you originally hid out after your first failed assault. You find yourselves back in that cave. Now, I'm going to take this as a learning opportunity as you guys get ready to take your long rest. As everybody knows, we do have some house rules. And before we do all that, everybody's actually maxed on their hit points. I think Ragnar is the only one down, and you're down like five or something like that. So,
I'm not down.
What's that?
I'm not down a lot right now.
Yeah, no, you're like 62 out of 67. I think you're down 5 hit points or something like that.
Yeah.
Regardless, the way that we handle the general rest, all right? First of all, and I'm doing this for our new players' edification, a character can benefit from a maximum of 3 rests in a 24-hour period. That means you can take 2 short rests and a long rest, or you can take 3 short rests if for some reason you're not able to take a long rest, right? But you cannot rest any more than that. Well, you can, but you don't get any benefits from it. Additionally, if once you've had a rest, at least 4 hours has to have transpired before you can have another rest. Again, you can rest, but you won't gain the effects from it or the benefits from it. Okay? When you do take a short rest, at 8th level, you guys can actually use 2 hit dice to get hit points back. So you can't, like, if you have normally in the world of 5e, oh, I've got 8 hit dice, I can do up to 8 hit dice on a short rest. No, you can do 1 hit die for every 4 levels, rounded up. So if you're 8th level, you get 2 hit dice. Once you hit 9th level, you guys can use 3 hit dice on a short rest. When you take a long rest, you can use, you actually get a number of hit points equal to half your hit dice rounded up. So you can use half your hit dice, not just 2. You can use half of them. So if you have 8, if you're 8th level, you can use 4 hit dice to get hit points back. Now, that being said, I understand that you, at a long rest, you immediately gain your hit dice back. But the way that works is it's assuming you've used short rest, you've burned some of your hit dice, and then you can burn the other half on a long rest, but you get them all back, right? So to start the next day. All right. Once you hit 9th level, you can use 5 hit dice because, again, it's half your hit dice rounded up. those are kind of the big things when it comes to resting. We can cover. The only other one that I really want to cover is I do not allow unlimited cantrips. You can cast a number of cantrips per short rest. You can cast a number of cantrips equal to your ability score for your casting. So if your casting ability score is wisdom and you have an 18 wisdom, that means you have 18 cantrips before you have to take a short rest to replenish your energy. That being said, I do allow a 2-for-1 transfer. So if you want to burn a spell slot to give your first level spell slot will give you 2 additional cantrips, or vice versa. You can burn 2 cantrip slots to add yourself another slot for a first level. But I'm gonna tweak that rule that says, and usually this is how it works anyway, in that you have to be out of spell slots before you can use cantrips to create a new one. Right? So if you're out of first level spell slots and you got cantrips left, you can burn 2 cantrips to give yourself another first level spell slot. Same with second, third, fourth, etc. As long as you have enough cantrips, you can burn cantrip slots in order to get a spell slot. So those are kind of the big ones that I want to cover. Nilo will, or he has a system that he actually created an item in his inventory that every time he casts a cantrip, he just clicks it. It's like ammunition. He just burns one, and that way he knows how many cantrip. What's that?
It is treated as ammunition.
Yeah, exactly. So just created himself an ammunition thingy and uses it for cantrips, and that's how he keeps track of it. Cool. With that being said, you can all give yourself a long rest. If you don't know how to do that, I will open up Corbin's character. If anybody's watching on the stream, I will open up Corbin's character sheet.
Well, I was gonna heal some people that need healing.
Nobody needs healing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys healed everybody, and then you went back down there and didn't find anything. So if you go to the character sheet, on the very top of the character sheet, you'll see what looks like a knife and fork. That's for short rest. The TP looking thing is for long rest. Click on the long rest. Make sure it says new day. You can do that if not. We always just keep it as selected and we rest. So got spell slots back. Got everything.
There was no more like pressing thing that we had to deal with at this point, was there? We were only reason why we left the Coon clan homeland, and then we met by the gnomes.
Yep.
Who we then helped, and that's the reason why we're here. But we actually had nowhere else to go.
As of right now, it's back to the gnome community to let them know, and then back to Exag is where you guys are going, or wherever. If you wanted to go back to Kreistrich, that's up to you guys.
Didn't have anywhere to go at that point.
Yeah, you really didn't have anything planned. But yeah, back to Exag. It was what I think the original plan was. You guys, but
I don't think we made one.
Well, that's what I mean. Is you guys? I guess I should say in my brain, I'm thinking you're leaving Exag, which is where you started. You went back down here. You did your thing. Okay, let's just go back to Exag. But that being said, you are correct. You really had nothing pressing on top of that, other than how are we going to continue to help Ragnar's family now that we lost both items?
I sent word to Paviskro,
right?
Because while he is no longer, while Adam is no longer with us, his character's still out there to give us whatever research they could on the stuff that we found and saw and lost. Paviskro would, in an attempt to ensure we got found, probably send contact to Kreistrich.
Okay.
I think Kreistrich is probably the best place to return to
Okay.
in that regard. Ragnar, Dorikus, do you have an issue with that?
I don't.
Sure, no problem.
All right.
Sounds
Did
good.
anybody hear what he said?
Yes, about the missing items and contacting his folks.
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay.
Praviskro
So-
was the original wizard of the group. Well, was he artificer? Yeah.
He was.
He was-
He was a wizard. He was a wizard.
Yes, he was a wizard
No,
at
well, he was
artificing.
a wizard, and he was one level art.
Yes. Yes.
There was one level in artifice, and the rest was in
Yes.
chronomancy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or was it the other way around?
he did that so he could get the mending and all that other spells that we.
Yeah.
had.
It was a cool little idea.
Yep. It was a
I
cool
think
build.
actually no, I think it was wizard. Wizard was main, and he took artificer secondary. Yeah.
I still have his PC somewhere. Oh, it's out of Beyond, I think. So.
So, looking at the
Uh-oh.
map, I believe once we leave
Son of a
the
bitch.
community, we can head east, northeast to Korthim, and there we can just take a river float, a river barge up,
One sec.
and return to our region.
I do apologize, but I found my cord for the one that I wanted instead of having the big ass long one, which was really driving me crazy. It was kept sticking to everything. I found my other cable, and whatever I did, I unplugged, and the next thing I know, I guess my thumb hit something on the mouse, and it actually closed the forge for me. So give me a second. I'm logging back into mine. So.
But showing Ragnar and Tarikas, we can probably take this trail up to Korthim, take a river barge to Plattsburgh, and then an actual boat back up to Traft.
You're going where now?
Yeah, what
Sorry.
he said.
So if you're looking at the map, you guys are right now in the middle of the mountains, right? Getting over to there is nigh impossible over the mountains and stuff.
So that trail is not viable then?
No, actually, no. Well, see this.
Is that a border?
Yeah, it's more of a border than an actual. Although there is river goes that way. That's more of borders than it is roads.
I didn't. I thought that was a road.
I mean, it could. I guess we can consider it like roads. Yeah, because if you look south,
They're connecting city to city.
That's actually those. You're right. Those are the roads. The borders are the red. The red is sort of the
the low colored lines. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, from where you're at, I guess that would be feasible if you went from where you're at here down out of the mountain, or you can go up to Rosenkreuzstraat here and then catch a wagon train or something like that headed this way. And then, you could catch a river barge or a boat from here all the way to Plattsburgh.
And then from there, a proper boat.
And then from there, a proper boat up to Traft. Yeah. And you're probably looking at about a 3 to 4 week trip total.
Is Vesthaven also a port town?
Vesthaven, where? Well, yeah, all of them that sit on the. That's. I would have to say yes. I would say all these ones that sit along the roads that lead up and down the coast and stuff would definitely. Yeah. And by the way, the blue lines, the blue dashed lines, those are the merchant trails over water, right? So those that's usually the routes that the boats take going to various places.
Is there a viable trail from Vesthaven to Kreistrich, or we have to go all the way around?
No. Well, I mean, if you went to Plattsburgh has a direct sail right to Traft.
It does?
Yeah. If you look at...
Yeah, I was like, but Vesthaven was closer than Traft. That's why. Like, visually on the map, it was. I was like, if there's a road going from Vesthaven to Kreistrich, that road keeps going north to Christchurch, and I would happily take that route over Traft.
Oh yeah. So
But
if you remember, and I know it's been a really long time, not
it's
just
a very long time.
it's
Yeah,
been
that's
it's been
why I'm
like a
asking.
year of game time since you guys have been back in Christ. I mean, literally real world time. It's been like a year since you guys were actually back in Christchurch. However, Vesthaven, as well as Punt. Punt is the little town that you guys went to when you were searching for the sturgeon blood totem. Dagavok.
Yeah.
Dagavok is where you guys were when you found one of the items for the sturgeon blood totem.
Yep.
Vest
We're not trying to
the
go back there though.
yes the south of Kreistrich is wasteland. It's rocks and no roads at all. So you would have to go
Okay.
up the coast past Dagavok, up to north where the roads meet, and then head back south again up into the mountains of Kreistrich. Right? So you could do that. I will say that while you guys, the last time you were in Christchurch, if you remember, Traft had sent a there was a company that was actually hired by officials in Traft to try to start rebuilding the roads from Christchurch south down to Airden, Punt, Vesthaven, Almach, etc.
Yeah, I remember that. I believe we helped them out a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
I don't remember exactly what it was that you guys are doing.
I think they were having trouble securing materials because of their stuff on the road or something, and we ended up helping them out with
Right.
that. Either that or one of their kids got lost.
Yeah, there was exactly. But the thing is
the roads wouldn't be ready by now.
Probably not. There might be better, but
They
probably
wouldn't
not.
be.
So to
we'll
be
go to Traft
honest,
then.
yeah, your best route is to go probably to Traft and then catch because you know there's a weekly caravan that goes from Traft to Kreistrich because of the mining consortium. So the Traft Mining Consortium is there, and they've got a presence in Kreistrich. And at the very first sessions that you guys did here was in Kreistrich, as they were reopening the mines and stuff like that. And then the werewolf issue happened, and that's where your guys' story started. So that's the long story short is probably best to go from Plattsburgh to Traft, and then from Traft back to Kreistrich. But it's your adventure. I tell you guys that all the time. You tell me what you want to do, and it's my goal to try to keep you guys occupied. And Excel, if you're still listening, thanks for the lurk, dude. Appreciate you. Okay. So as you guys find yourselves back outside, hey, and my game opened back up. Yay. As everybody's gotten their long rest. And why is it? That's kind of weird. It's not. This music is really soft. I don't know what's up. So, you guys spend the night in the cave, recuperating, gaining your arcane energies back. The outside temperature drops significantly at night because you guys are in the kind of the late fall, early winterish time in the month of Patchwall. Temperature outside drops probably to the below 30, so it drops to freezing as you guys build yourselves this nice fire with which to warm yourselves. Oh, I hate when I miss stuff. Hey, thank you for the follow. Our new player followed. What? Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. It's always good to have followers. So
that's how I'm watching it, because I can't see it through the.
Oh yeah, because I think it's because, and I apologize. I think it's because I don't have you on the. Oh, I do. You should be on the sheet. That's kind of weird that you can't see it because you're on the party thing. I wonder if because we have a party token, so everybody is like part of the party token, and I wonder if I had the token already there. I just added you to it, and that's why. But
Yeah, I can see the party token on there, but when you were running around the dungeon and that, I couldn't see anything, so I
Oh,
watched it in the stream.
okay, cool. Yep. All right, so I put you on there, and then hopefully maybe you're able to see not. But anyway, um, as you guys go through and start a nice warm fire, having a nice warm evening, you wake in the morning, the 12th day of Patchwall, common year 586, which we are now going on 3 years post-war, as the land continues to heal itself. You awake to a fresh new day. What do we want to do?
Well, I say we look at getting some clothes to keep us warm.
Well, you guys have clothes.
should-
During
yeah,
the
we-
day, it's up in the mid 50s. At night, it cools off. But you guys have had for a while. You had clothes that
Yeah.
keep you relatively warm.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. All right. Well then, since we're done with that, what's next?
You guys tell me.
Gonna go toward the family's home, or
we're going to the gnomes first to let them know the good news. And out of character, this is probably what we'll say bye to Corbin. After that, we are heading east northeast to Ortham. Ortham?
Yeah.
How do I spell that again? Heading northeast to Ortham.
Okay. All right. So somebody give me a survival check, please. As you
I can
guys.
do that. Actually, we'll have Monkey roll that.
All right. Easy enough. Saddened by the fact that you have to work your way back to the gnome community without your former comrade. This is kind of strange, man. It's kind of weird. Sorry. You guys travel overland, much the same as it was when you guys arrived. The day warms up as the sun rises high overhead. You are still up in the mountains of southern Paranland, but the trail has become much more familiar to you, having been here. This is your third time now. It takes about 2/3 of the day following the same trails that you came in on when you find yourselves once again entering the back entrance area of the gnome community. There, you find the guards waiting, the guards patrolling this area. They recognize you and hail you as you arrive. Welcome back. How did it go? I'm glad to see that you're alive.
we are alive, but as you can see, our numbers have diminished.
Oh yeah. Oh, where's Hyjal?
Hyjal.
He's here. I have some on my sleeve.
She'll whack him upside the head. No, never.
Please roll
No, I'm
for
just
me.
kidding, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
I was gonna say I wanted you to roll for a performance.
This motherfucker about to get give slap.
Well, he's here on my elbow and right here on my shoulder. No, I tell him he's here in spirit, for he fell doing what needed to be done, and he risked his life and sacrificed it for the good of all.
Serena's gonna be devastated. I don't know. I suppose.
Hero.
Yes, he was.
Suicide himself, and his character had a wife or kid or something.
Yeah. Okay, so
Not her.
I'll I'll make sure that somebody lets her know. Please, come. You must stay. I will bring you to his lordship. I am sure that he will wish to know the details of what you were able to discover while you were there. Were there a lot of creatures? As you guys are walking, he's beginning to pepper you with questions. What did you find? Did you find a lot of treasure? Was there a lot of like evil magic? Were you able to destroy it all, or what kind of creatures were there? There were like ancient, unholy things going on there. Did you have to fight demons?
It was a giant took up residence and
A
was
giant.
building a horde.
A giant. What kind of horde is a giant? What kind of giant? Was like a big hill giant or something? I've seen hill giants before. They're pretty big.
Giant.
Frost giant. Why is a
Had
frost
an army
giant
of
here?
Trolls, ogres, norkers. No goblins, surprisingly.
Oh, that's disgusting. Well, it's a good thing that his
Very.
lordship hired you to go. I'm not sure what may have happened if they had unleashed themselves upon us all. So, come. As he leads you guys into you're walking across the valley, which is probably about maybe a half to 3/4 mile in circumference and length and whatnot. It's oblong, but for all intents and purposes, about 3/4 of a mile. Takes you a little bit before you're into the village proper, and there are many large hills with the quote unquote hobbit doors in them, almost like halflings and whatnot. But you can see the entry into the mountainous area and the keep that's actually built by the gnomes inside of the mountain. And you are all led through a series of twisting tunnels when eventually you reach the audience chamber of the laird of the gnome colony. And there you see he awaits you, his queen sitting by his side, and he rises. My friends, it is good to see you have returned. We were just this night speaking of you, wondering what befell you, for we knew that there were many strange and hideous creatures moving into that old structure. So you must tell me, have you succeeded in your mission? You must tell me, have you succeeded in your mission?
Oh, well, dumbass needs to turn my mic on first. Yes, we did. There was a frost giant that was collecting a horde of...
Frost giant, you say? Wonder whence he come from. Not very many frost giants in these small mountains. Typically, they prefer the icy peaks of the north or to the south.
A group migrated through here recently. Well, recently for them, anyway. It might have been a straggler that had peeled off or got separated from the group. They had collected an army of ogres, trolls, and norkers.
Interesting. And you were able to destroy them all then?
Definitely killed most, if not all, of the big ones. A few norkers might have gotten away. Well, we weren't really able to count them all.
Yes, this is true.
But the group has been scattered, and their leadership has been destroyed.
Although there may be some, even though we killed most of the old Yorkers, there might be some New Yorkers there still.
Oh my god. Dude.
Okay.
That was funny. That was funny.
It was funny, but still. I would I would keep
But I'm a
guards
New
posted.
Yorker.
As
I would keep
he
guards posted just in case.
as he nods. Come, this night we feast, for our village and our community of gnomes is now much better off for it. And he leads you out of the north end of the audience chamber, through a interior iron-bound wooden door. You walk down a short hallway. You can see along the right, as you're walking down these halls. Again, you're inside this mountain, but it's almost like dwarves. Very familiar and very comforting to you, Ragnar, as you find yourself once again enclosed in the safe walls of the mountains, instead of the outside where anything can attack you from above at a moment's notice. But you work your way down this hall, and off to the right as you're walking, you can see many, many branch hallways leading into what appears to be a small village on the interior of the mountain. There are huts and hostels and whatnot on the outside, small farms on the outside in the valley, but there is many, many more within the mountain itself. You are brought to a huge dining hall, which stretches easily 80 to 100 feet north and south, maybe 60 feet east and west. Tables and benches and whatnot are set up everywhere, and it's almost like a huge mess hall with the lairds and his inner circle, and those that sort of run the gnome community have this long table that sits up on a raised dais, and there you're all seated as honorary guests of his laird, and a feast then begins, as they feed you guys such things as roasted pig, roasted fowl, vegetables. The ale is flowing like a river across the table into your mugs, eventually into your bellies. As you guys
The right party for this celebration.
As you guys begin to discuss and tell, and everybody wants to know, questions flying left and right. What was it like fighting the giant? Oh, Norkers, you say, are they as smelly as they say? And the gnolls, do they truly bark like dogs? I've never met one or seen one personally or heard one personally. All of these questions begin being peppered to you guys, and you answer them one at a time, slowly. But eventually the question from the laird comes. So, you must tell me, what was it that happened to my friend Hyjal?
He
Made a
was
self-sacrificing decision.
Self-sacrificing.
Yes, he
uh,
took it upon himself to be the sacrifice in which to defeat and conquer this quest in order to protect everyone.
the temple that they were dwelling in was belonged to the Chained One.
And his eyes sort of raise up and gets wide. Truly, you say?
While the faith is all but extinguished, temples, as you know, can still very much when faith and demons can be concerned, are very much still alive in their own right. I would not recommend sending anybody there in the future.
maybe to check up to make sure no one has picked up new residents there. There was nothing to the faith within the temple, no worshippers or anything as far as we can tell. The Norkers that we found seemed to hold no faith to the Chained One, more so they were just using it as a place to collect. But there are still traps and the like that are very much geared toward the Chained One within, and Hyjal ended up triggering one of them.
This is sad and disturbing news. Hyjal was a friend of the Na'Gwaylar family. He was like a brother to me.
I raise my cup to Nigel.
To Hyjal.
Nigel.
Don't worry about it. I called him Nigel every time. I call.
Kreistrich is so drunk he says Nigel anyway.
Has he? Everybody, give me if anybody that is partaking in this party, please give me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 12.
Add in 20 seconds, and I can't skip it.
Yeah, I don't think we can skip. I think we've done it too many.
You said Constitution check or saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. So you rolled an ability check, Jarikas, not the saving throw.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
That honestly is probably the same roll.
Yeah.
It is in fact the same roll.
I am going to because he is, where is it? Constitution.
This is actually pretty decently.
Yep. All right. So looks like 13, 14, 21. And Tarikas. Oh, Tarikas got the 14. Okay. Yep. All right. So the wine flows freely, or the ale and the mead flow freely as you guys partake and celebrate the life of the lost one, Hyjal Craghammer, former wizard of the court of Laird Furduch Na'Gwaylar. And his name is going to be added to the annals of the gnome community, having sacrificed himself for the good of the community. But at the end of the celebration, as you all are led to your own individual sleeping quarters, Furduch Na'Gwaylar, the laird of this gnome community, drops a sack of gold for your party to the tune of 5,000 gold coins.
I will add that to the party loot so it can be divvied up
And
with the rest of this stuff.
had I more to give, I would. You have shown yourselves to be friends of the gnomes. Your names shall join Hyjal in the stories and the songs we sing about the removal of the threat to our way of life. We cannot thank you enough. And should there be anything that this old bones can ever provide you, you seek me out, or seek out my sons, or seek out my sons' sons, and know that this community shall be at your service, sirs.
Thank you, sir.
And you are all led to your respective chambers with which to sleep.
You said 5,000?
Yes. Not required, but if you wanted to do a...
I'm about to divvy it all up right now.
Oh, that's fine.
We are giving a portion of this to Corbin too, right?
Yes. Yeah, because he
Okay.
is with you guys right now. Yep. as the
Just making
following.
sure.
Yep. As you sleep in comfort this night, and in the morning you find that yourselves refreshed, as whatever it was you drank and ate filled you not only in physical, but almost a mental and spiritual sort of a invigoration as you guys arise in the morning, assuming to say your goodbyes, or are we going to stay here?
I say we get going. At least I don't think we made any real connections with people here.
Yeah.
No, the only one here was Hyjal, and I don't think there's anything in this town that we really need to worry
It's
about.
not really a town. It's more of a mountain
Yeah.
community of gnomes, yeah.
Yeah, we should see
Yeah,
if they
nothing
have a
else.
vendor.
For what?
Yeah, refresh our food stocks. There we go. We'll do that before we leave.
Okay. So, each of you is given 5 days worth of normal rations, not trail, but normal rations. I don't even know does 5e even distinguish anymore. I think it's kind of silly, but
Just rations, yeah.
yeah.
Just
So,
rations per day.
Sorry, what'd you say the distinction was?
well, in first edition, there's a difference between
Iron rations.
iron rations / trail rations and regular rations, right? Regular
They
ration.
do have they do have alternative rations in 5A, but they're
Yeah.
usually ones that are more expensive.
Yeah.
They give like buffs.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is in first edition too. They're more expensive because it's like beef jerky and trail mix and stuff like that. So, but anyway, bottom line is, I'm not going to worry about it. You guys are each given 5 days worth of rations, as well as your water skins. Whatever water skins you have are replenished. So you guys have 5 days of food and water to go with you. So make sure you add that to your character sheets. And in
And I see to see if they have any like skill workers, like people who have a trade of.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they do mining, they do farming, they have smithies. They've got it's a little small city. So
All right,
what specific are you looking for?
I'm looking for any kind of magical item.
Okay. In my world, as you know, I don't have where magic items are just given or they don't sell.
Oh no, I don't want to be given. I was gonna buy it.
No, that's what I'm saying is they don't. What I mean is there's not like a magic shop that sells magic items, right?
Oh, okay. That's
Things like potions, scrolls, things like that. I do allow. There is the occasional now. If you go in, you go to buy, say, a new sword or a new suit of armor, and they don't realize it's magical or whatever. And there are the occasional peddler that might have a little cart or wagon that he's dragging through town that he has some knick-knack, odd and end magic items that might be for sale. But as a general rule, we don't have stores and whatnot where you can just go and buy a.
Well, I'll ask for rumors then, like to look for people who are selling things like that nature that I may.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll open up my character again. I took it away off the screen for some reason. Okay, there we go.
Got to be smarter than the keyboard monk.
And, there we go. Investigation.
All right, everyone gets 51 platinum, 3,721 gold, 2.5 electrum, 26 silver, 40 copper, 432 gold, 5 silver worth of gems.
All
Can
right.
you do me a favor and just add the price for the gems into that?
All right. As
I
you
wasn't
are
sure if Sean wanted to, if Sean was gonna let us sell the actual gems and stuff here.
here, yeah,
wasn't sure about
they'll trade.
Okay.
They'll
I wasn't
trade.
sure if they had the money for it or not. So yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
ahead
they
and
can
scan it
trade.
real quick.
Okay, yep. Yeah, just post it in the loot chat, and then everybody can add it to their character sheets individually.
Yep, working on it right now.
As you guys are sort of enjoying your morning before breakfast, Tarikas, you sort of walk about and you're talking to some of the gnomes, greeting them, kind of getting a feel for what this place is like. And you're talking to a gnome, and go ahead and ask your question. How would you phrase your question as you were?
Hello there. Do you have items for us to know? Perhaps highly quality items.
Sure, we have some of the best craftsmen in the world. What specifically are you might be looking for?
Yes, well, I'm looking for something that might help me against powerful adversaries.
Oh yeah, we got.
Look at my weapons. I
Oh.
show my dull. What is it? What is that? I have a mace. I say yes.
Oh yeah, we have some of the best weapon makers over in the forge district. There's like 3 or 4 forges, and they make almost all of our weapons and all of our armors and shields and whatnot. So I have no doubt that if there's something specific like you might be looking for, we could you could probably find it there, and they're really good quality.
Yes. Well, I purchased an item back in the city many years ago, but I've yet to return to get it.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah, we did have to go back to Exag. That's right. We put in an order for those items, didn't we?
What items?
Those magic items.
Yeah, there was a bunch of items that we were having made for us that were magical. Like I think I was getting a sword or something.
Yes, we're gonna have to go back and look at the VOD.
Yeah. We came here to fix this, and we're gonna go back to exactly go get those. That's notes was in notes.
Yeah, because you said it would take weeks or whatever, months.
Yeah, it'd take a few weeks. Yeah. I just remember what the specific. I don't remember what the specific items were. So I mean, you're looking for like a weapon. You're looking for like a hammer. You're looking for a shield. You want something to cover that face of yours, because I'm not gonna say that you're not a handsome fellow, but you're not really a handsome fellow.
I expose myself, like open up my arms, and like show him all my armor and my items. I go, anything that can replace any of these things that you are seeing now, sure.
So
in the forge in town.
Yes, or the forge district. That's where all of the forges are, because it actually has like a little lava tube from way centuries ago, and it feeds up heat still through there. And so sometimes when the forges are all burned, those lava tubes let all the heavy smoke sort of escape. And so yeah, and he sort of gives you. In fact, he takes you by the hand almost, sort of taking you through these twisty, turny areas within the gnome community in the mountain and whatnot. And eventually you come to this sort of, it's like a huge cavernous area. You've probably been walking for easily a quarter mile or whatever it was, just twisting and turning, it seems. Maybe you didn't walk that far because of a lot of double backs and twisty, turny tunnels. But eventually you're in this cavernous sort of area, and you see numerous forges set up throughout this cavern community, and you hear the heavy clanging and banging of hammer on steel, and you can see the gnomes hard at work making all manner of metallic items, from general everyday common use type things like plates and cups and stuff like that, to bits and pieces for arrows and hammers and armor and the whole night. There's like this whole different thing going on. As you can see, a lot of these items are sort of stacked up in piles. Looks like they've been working on them for a while. But he's the gnome that you're with, Gruber, tells you, oh yeah. So you just ask, hey, one of these guys, you could get like plenty of armor and pieces and whatnot. Give me a perception check, please, Tarikas.
Okay.
So as you look, I was just checking your score versus your score versus your passive. As you look, you realize that everything that's being made here is gnome sized. Armor, shields, swords, everything is sort of sized for gnomes. Doesn't look like anything in here would be sized for a human. Although he doesn't say that to you, just your eyes giving a quick glance over everything that you see here, that seems to be the case. So unless they have something somewhere else, it doesn't look like there's any armor, shields, or weaponry here that would match the size of a human.
I go, all right, well, thanks for your help.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You want me to like maybe ask him if you could fit on
a couple of silver that I picked up from Nilo when he dropped.
Don't tell him where you found those.
As he's, well, sure. Is anything else I could get for you? You want to go? I know a great bakery. We could get you some great pastries. And Merla, she does a great job at making some fudge cakes. I'm sure that she's probably in there baking them right now. If you want to go, I could take you there.
Like you have money. Go purchase some for you and your little wife. Enjoy.
Okay. Well, thank you for whatever you did. We here at the Gnomes community very much appreciate it. And as you work your way back, give me a survival check, please. As you leave the gnome and work your way back through the tunnels, realizing that you left your guide behind. Probably 10 minutes into the twisting, turning tunnels, Tarikas, you realize that you have no fucking clue where you are. As you look around and you're like, this looks familiar. Well, that looks familiar.
I set my spider off to look for
okay.
trail.
As you let your spider off, something acrid smelling kind of catches your nostrils. And you look over and you can see there is a little shop here in the twisting, turning tunnels. It's not like you're alone in the tunnels. This is a little gnome community, people moving about like an indoor city, if you will. You can see what looks to be an apothecary's shop. And you can smell the acrid smell of something boiling and bubbling within that store just up ahead on your right. You can smell in this area a heavy smell of fumes and things cooking and baking, and as I said, it looks like an apothecary's store based on the front of the shop and whatnot.
Okay, I tell my spider to return, and I go toward that area, that store.
As you approach in the store, you can see inside. It's a low stoop because this place is made for gnomes, so you have to bend pretty far over to kind of look in the store, and you see this gnome female, old, gray, face cracked from years of weatheredness. But what's most interesting to you is that she has no leg below the knee. However, she has a metallic thing fashioned onto it, and at the bottom of the leg, where it would, you've seen peg legs before, pirates or sailors, she has a wheel, and as she walks, it just squeaking along the floor, And as you stop and stoop and look, she looks up at you. Her eyes kind of this brilliant bluish white. She cracks a smile, and you see that a couple of her teeth are missing, giving little black spaces where the rest is sort of a yellowish white.
Haven't seen your type here in a long time. What is it you seek? Perhaps a nice love potion for the girl of your dreams?
As she grabs a little vial and kind of holds it up, or
maybe something like this to vanquish your foes, yes?
As she shows you a vial of some viscous black liquid.
Come, tell. Tell Helga, what is it that you wish?
Well, something that may enhance my abilities, perhaps, or mend some wounds, or yes,
you wish to
change my appearance, perhaps.
A warrior? Are you a warrior? Do you fight alongside Laird Furduch?
You could call me a spiritual warrior, sure.
Oh, you fight ghosts then, eh? That's an interesting profession. Do you find many ghosts where you are?
I despise them, and I show her my emblem, my Saint.
Oh, you follow the cudgel. I have seen this.
I'm sure you have, lady. I'm sure you have.
Oh, what
have
is
you
it?
Seen some that are like me that have passed through these doors of your establishment, your abode here, and you've been able to assist them?
Yes, of course.
And what did you offer them?
The same that I offer you. What is it? You wish potions? I have potions to heal. I have potions to mend wounds. I have potion to make one small and make one big.
Yes, those sound very interesting. How about one that makes one fly?
No.
Or one that makes one vanish? Or one that turns into something else?
As she looks over her shoulder slightly and cackles just a little bit.
You do not look like one who could take to the sky with ease. But Helga has something that you may need.
And she pulls out from underneath a little desk area, shelf area. She sort of wipes things away, and you hear her ruffling and shuffling through whatever's there. And she finally comes out with this sort of a stone-looking vial, but you can see around the lip where the cork is, stuff has seeped out, and it's sort of a bluish white liquid. It looks like it's almost like Elmer's glue consistency, where it sort of seeped out the top and around the sides, and then it kind of dried there.
This gives one the ability to soar with the birds. Is this what you want?
Oh yes, that sounds like something that might be something I might be interested in.
Okay.
What do you offer? What do you want?
What is it that you wish to...
Well, seeing how we just destroyed the temple, you have military discounts for heroes.
Sorry, hang on a second. She kind of looks and she says,
"This is very costly to make. Very, very difficult. Only can make very few at a time. I will let you have it, however. since you have done a service to our community, I will give you a discount. Only 400 gold for you.
Um, 400. Well,
Hey, you all just got new gold. You just got over 5,000 gold, was it?
I don't know.
4,000 gold. So enjoy.
I don't know how much gold I have.
Ooh, actually, I take it back. She says, not
What?
not 400. It's actually 2,000 gold. My fault.
Whoa! I go. Wait a minute.
It's a little bit of a difference, Sean.
Yeah, I know. Well, I went back to look just to compare in the newest version, and it says a very rare potion typically costs between 2,000 and 5,000 gold, and this potion of flying is considered a very rare potion.
Well, a little costly for me, but I appreciate your time.
Was
I will. probably
you
come
wish
by.
heal? You wish for healing then?
I have potion of
No,
healing.
probably not. You're a little out of my price range.
But
thank you for your time.
best have wait. Have good potions to heal, much less cost than this.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Well.
You wish potion of healing, right?
Sure. We will see what you have. Sure. What kind of healing do you have?
So
I don't wish to take advantage of you either. I wish to be fair, but
So,
don't have luck.
give me a go ahead and give me an investigation check, please. That'll determine what type of. So she has healing potions available. The heck? Okay. Didn't roll. Guess it didn't roll. She has a pair of healing potions, just regular healing, that are 50 gold apiece that she offers.
See, I have healing, only 50 gold. Give it to you, great bonus, only 40 gold each.
I tell you what. Would you be willing to play a game of chance? If I win, I pay you 90 for both. If you win, you get 110.
Okay. Sure. Oh, give me a persuasion check to see if you can convince her to.
Oh, okay. I like games of chance. What do you do? What game do we play? Do we roll the bones? Do we arm wrestle? Oh, I know. Stiddlywicks. I like Stiddlywicks.
Is it like rock, paper, scissors?
No, Stiddlywicks. You know, you put big rocks on sticks, pull sticks out. Rock falls on your head, you lose. Rock doesn't fall, next person pulls next stick.
Yeah, that sounds good.
As she grabs a sort of this container you see that has dozens of holes poked all around it, and from a little small box under her shelving area, she grabs these tiny sticks. They're all, think of them like thin chopsticks, and she starts inserting them through the hole, so eventually it's punctured all the way through, all the way around. And then she grabs several rocks and she drops them on top of the sticks, and the rocks now are being held up by the sticks. You go first. Pull stick. Rock fall. You lose. Rock stay. My turn. Go ahead.
No problem.
Just go ahead and give me a D100 roll, please. There is a first round. It is the chance of a rock falling goes up every round. First round, there is a 10% chance when you pull
High or low?
You have to get you got to get above a 10. If you get 10 or lower, the rock falls. If you get 11 to 100, it doesn't fall. But the next round, it goes up by percentage. So first round is 10%. So pull your stick. Just roll a D100. As the rock holds, as she sort of,
Okay, my turn.
She pulls it. And woo! As one of the rocks sort of shakes just a little bit, getting ready to fall, but it doesn't. Your turn. Now it is a 20% chance of a rock to fall. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Pressing on it, it's not doing nothing.
You click it and then hit the word roll.
No, it's not. I hit roll and it's not showing up on the.
Oh, did it actually roll though? Yeah, it's not showing on anywhere on mine.
Yeah, I'm hitting the roll button, but it's not.
You might want to. How about just do it and then hit the enter key? See if that
I'll
works.
refresh.
Okay, we'll give you a second to refresh.
All right, seconds up.
Okay. Right.
There we go. Oh, nice. As you pull in or you pull out the next stick, as the rocks sort of shake a little bit, but they don't budge, as she's like,
My turn.
20% chance for her.
So close. Huh? Did you see? Rock almost fell, but Helga has much luck.
As she
Yes.
holds up a little stone in her hand.
Milestone of luck. I never lose.
It is your turn. It is now a 30% chance for a rock to fall.
As she's like, huh? What? You have luck too. Helga never lose game. My turn.
30%.
But it's over me and watching me.
30% chance for her. Woo! As she looks at you and smiles, her grin getting wider.
I like much gold. I think this time you are going to lose.
Would you care to double the stakes?
What do you mean double stakes?
I mean that I pay 60 if I win, and you pay, or if you win, I pay 140.
Okay. It's your turn.
40% chance that a rock is going to fall. Oh, man. I thought it was a 24, but it's a 42. As she's like, as she grumbles, grabbing hold of the next stick.
Your turn.
It is now a 50% chance for a
Let's raise
rock.
the stakes.
Huh? And more?
I win, I pay nothing. You win, I pay you 200.
25. You win.
Okay. If I win, I pay nothing. You win 25. Deal.
No. I win.
Oh.
I win 200. You win 25.
That is not fair.
I win 150. You win 25.
Okay, sounds fair.
All right, 50% chance. As she grumbles, grabbing the next stick, yanking it out. As she pulls it in anger, it sort of jostles the thing, and the rock teeters, and her eyes go wide as it tumbles out and crashes out of this little container, and she screams, "Now!" She looks at you, and then she cracks a smile. "You good player. Maybe we make this wager again next time you come." And she hands you 2 potions of healing, and you need to take 25 gold coins off of your sheet,
Cool.
please.
Okay.
I am going to...
Poke her in the eyes like 3 Stooges.
Yeah, boy. It's
Yeah.
not smart, but sometimes it pays off.
I have just dropped 2 potions of healing on your character sheet, Tarikas.
Okay.
So you can
Down to
put them
455.
wherever you want, but I... What's that?
Down to 455.
All right. As you leave her and you work your way back, you are back just in time as the breakfast is being served to you and your companions by the laird. He praises you as he once again discusses the events that transpired when you went to the temple, or the lost temple.
Friends, as I have spoken, I am true to my word. Should you ever have need of the Na'Gwaylar family, know that we shall respond in kind with the service to repay the debt that we all owe you. And he hails you all as you enjoy your breakfast, but your time with the gnome community within the mountains has come to an end. And as breakfast is done, you find yourselves exiting the gnome community and back out into the trails of the southern mountains south of Perrinland.
Wahoo!
I wonder how many more frost giants we're gonna run into.
Hopefully none. I'm tired of dealing with them.
All right. So, you guys find yourselves out in the mountains again. This time, sort of knowing about where you are, you look to find a trail leading you to Korthheim as you have... No, you're going back to Exag. So, you guys are going to head back toward Crestable and then catch a merchant wagon train or whatever, heading your way or heading back up to Exag. Is that or you guys are going to still stick with the original plan? Completely up to you.
We're heading to Exag this time because we had to go collect our items.
All right. So, as you guys get back on the trail, a trail that you know oh so well. You know it's about a 2-week trek to get back to Rosenkreuzstadt. It was a small walled community of, I don't know, maybe 1,000, 2,000 people tops. But you begin to work your way back out of the mountains and head back in that direction. Go ahead and somebody I need one person to give me a give me 2 survival checks, but only by one person. Whoever's going to be leading this endeavor. Oh, and I'm sorry. No, Corvin is still with you guys. Well, actually, no. Actually, Corvin is actually not going to go with you guys. Corvin has elected to stay with the gnome community for a while. And he eventually wants to head back to High Folk, which is on the other side of the mountains. There's a big elf community on the other side of the mountains, and so he has elected to depart or to part ways with you guys and head his way, like I said, back to the Elflands. And so Corvin is not heading with you guys, so somebody other than Corvin. So it's either got to be Tarikas, Ragnar, or Nilo. Somebody give
vote Tarikas.
Okay.
I vote the wisdom caster.
The what? The wisdom caster. Yeah, exactly. All right. So Tarikas, if you would give me 2 survival checks, please.
Okay.
Okay. That'll work. All right. So Tarikas, being very familiar, at least with the trails that you guys have been on, you've been here like 3 times now. Well, technically 2, really. But you can also consider it 4, because one way going in and one way going out. But regardless, you guys pick up the trail and begin to head your way back toward Crestable and eventually to Exag. But the way station along the way is Rosen Kreisstadt. You guys, it's about a week to there and another week to Crestable, a week and a half, give or take. But you guys make pretty good time as the trails are familiar to you, and St. Cuthbert is blessing Tarikas with sharp eyes, helping you guys stay on the trail. You move, you find the trail along the river, and eventually, about a week later, you guys find yourselves arriving at Rosen Kreisstadt. You are stopped at the gate, however. As you can see, the gates are closed, although you guys arrive at midday. A village that you've been to a couple of times, and it's always been open when you pass through, allowing for wagon trains and whatnot. This time, however, the gates are closed, and as you guys arrive, the guards stop you.
What business have you here? None are to be allowed without the authority of his magistrate.
We are passing through the Crestable. We were hoping to grab a couple supplies along the way. And
None.
Rest in an inn, but
I am sorry, friends, but unfortunately, unless you are hired by his lordship, none are allowed, for fear of releasing the monstrosities upon the wild.
what happened?
I shall tell you when we come back from break.
Yes, we are at our break time. I appreciate everybody that's been hanging with us. Man, that one actually got my stuck in my throat. But for those that watch the stream, you know, for those that watch, you know, this is our break time. Oh, great. Hang on a second. Stupid thingamabobby. Let's go here. Let's see if it does anything for me. Probably not. Close this. And there we go. We are going to enjoy the smooth, silky sounds of our very own monkey boogers as we take our break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, find out what the heck is going on in Rosen Kreisstadt. But hopefully our party will be up to the task when we return. Don't forget, if you have not given your nat 1s or nat 20s, I encourage you to do so. But in the meantime, we'll be back shortly.
It's almost like you should be playing the Jeopardy theme song right now.
We know emergencies can happen anytime, anywhere. With ER locations from coast to coast in Florida, Orlando Health is ready to provide expert care if you're facing one. And in the Narcoossee and Avalon areas, when you choose Orlando Health Emergency Room Randall Park, you'll find a place where chaos meets calm and uncertainty finds answers, giving you more reasons to choose well. To learn more about our high-quality emergency services in Orange County, visit orlandohealth.com/ER.
Blast, dismiss. Blast, dismiss. Blast, dismiss.
Lauren's ready to transfer her college credits, but she's stuck repeating a course she's already passed.
This class again?
Blast, dismiss.
Until she transferred to University of Phoenix, where we accept eligible transfer credits, saving her time. Plus, there's a scholarship for transfer students.
Finally.
Focus on new courses and finish your degree faster.
During KFC $10 Tuesdays, you can get a bucket of golden brown juicy chicken plus 4 dipping sauces for just $10. Or see what $10 gets you at a coffee shop.
Okay, now before you enjoy this coffee, let me explain the process each individual.
Anyway, enjoy KFC $10 Tuesdays. Get your choice of 8 original recipe tenders with 4 sauces or classic fried chicken, both seasoned with our secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good. Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
back. Hopefully everybody is with us. Hopefully, not for sure if everybody's with us or not, but maybe.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know you are. Hopefully the rest of the folks are with us as well. So when I know most of you are probably still here, didn't go anywhere. Hopefully, let's take a look and see. Yeah, looks like everybody's here. Look at there, and we actually have people actually watching. That's what's kind of scary. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, Zarthon is out. Zarthananan. Nagamarin's out there. Holy cow! Hang on.
Hello,
hang
hello?
on. I gotta do this.
No, I am not going to
Stop
hang on.
it.
I am going to let go.
Is he not there anymore? Oh man. So my maybe they did lurks or something like that. But when I look at my stream deck, it shows people that are out there, and then ooh, look there. Hey, there's my hand. Hey. Wow, I'm like really far behind on there. I'm looking at the stream when I do something versus when it actually shows up on stream, and there's like about a 3 or 4 second delay. It's just kind of confusing to me. So
Yeah, I see it.
Give me just a second here. So when we left, you guys have arrived at the gates of Kreistrich, a mountain community in the canton of Crestable, which cantons are like basically regions or states, if you will. You've been through this town a few times now. However,
Added 20 seconds.
What's that?
Ad about to pop up.
Oh, thank you. Snooze.
Do you have an option to like trigger an ad break when we go on break?
No. Well, I might be able to. I've done this. I've been doing Twitch for what, 4 years, but I don't really know shit about it. But
I think I know that other people have mentioned that before in the past, and by triggering an ad break early, you
Right.
can postpone future ad breaks or
Yeah.
something like that. I don't remember exactly how they were doing or what they were doing, but might want to look into that because that might be really useful for trying to keep the ads out of the main stream.
Right. So anyway, so maybe I'll investigate that kind of looking about this. So so the party has arrived at these gates of Rosenkreuzstadt and discovered that the gates are closed, and as of just now, the guards have told them that no one is to be allowed in to the city gates without the proper authority, because the authorities within don't want whatever's in to get out. And so the guard sort of looks at you and basically tells you that for a few days now, there have been strange creatures appearing within our city. None know from whence they came. But his lordship has directed Captain Jade to root out this source of whatever these monstrosities are. But until you get the authority vested by the captain, we cannot let you within. So
wait, so they're under attack by monsters?
Yes, there is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, yes, the creatures, we are unsure where they come from, but at night, sometimes even in the light of day,
these monstrous creatures appear and attack the good folk of Ryzen Kreistrich. And so we must unfortunately lock our gates until the problem is disposed of.
Can you describe them?
Well, I can only describe what has been described to me. I have not spoke or seen.
That will do.
So
What do they look like? What do they do?
they're this is going to sound crazy, but some folks say that the plants come to life and attack the folk in town. But now that's crazy. It's got to be some sort of devilish doing, making people's minds twisted, etc.
How are you able to recover any bodies, and if so, how did they die?
To be honest, I haven't seen any bodies recovered. Folks go missing. We hear screams of folks being under attack. We see signs of scuffle. We find blood. Although we haven't found bodies, we found parts of bodies.
Have anyone from Rosencrantz recently did anything like harvested a large amount of lumber, perhaps?
Do not. No. It's best maybe you talk to Captain Jade if you're interested in investigating.
Just look over to the other two. Yay, nay? Might be able to help with this.
I mean, if they're paying.
Oh yeah, sure. There's definitely a bounty, good sir, if that is what your driving motivation is.
I don't want you to put it like that.
Put us in contact with the captain then.
Okay. So probably 15 minutes go by when arriving at the gate, it opens just like a loud creaking noise as the guards push it, and the obvious captain of the guard moves his way through. A rather short guy, maybe 5'1", 5'2", a little bit barrel-chested, sporting a chain shirt, but he has the rank and insignia of a captain of this particular city watch, and he strides very matter of factly over to you, and he sort of stands. So, my men say that you wish to perhaps come in and to investigate the disturbance within our town.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do, actually.
Are you good at what you do?
We just cleared out the entire fort taken over by Frostrand, a bunch of ogres, trolls, norkers, for the gnomes.
I do not know of any gnomes in this region, but I will take your word for it. So, unfortunately, we are spread thin already, with the men guarding the gates against other natural incursions, ogres, trolls, and the like. I could not spare too many of my men, so we have taken to hiring you. And he sort of flips his hand to you guys almost in disdainful manner, like looking down his nose upon you, although you are all probably taller than he is, with the exception.
I'll take all the credit for this.
With the exception of Ragnar.
It was your decision to hire us. You're the one that you would get the credit.
So I can offer you a bounty of 3,000 gold coins to end these disturbances and find the culprit. And if you can bring me a living culprit that can be hanged in the public square, I shall offer you an additional 1,000 coins.
Well, let's hope whatever it is actually alive and just a really messed up mage. Can you tell me anything about the ones that went missing?
Why does a mage
The
have to be
parts that you
messed up?
found. Oh,
You
what was
hear a
that?
voice. You hear a voice kind of coming over your shoulder.
She'll
I
turn
said,
around.
why does a mage have to be messed up?
Well, it's not your average person that just runs around murdering individuals and abducting them.
As you turn to see,
But
you
you
see
assume it's a mage.
you see this individual, an elf, in fact, standing before you. Go ahead and describe yourself. What does the party see when they turn around to see you?
Alrighty. Well, what you see is a long-haired, silverish white hair, long hair elf, kind of bluish tin, and midnight blue trimmed robes with silver, and holding a staff.
As you approach and you make that comment, the captain looks at you. Are you not with these men?
I am not. I'm here to see my friend Matabi.
I have heard of your friend Matby. He is rather well known to us. He is a well known shopkeeper who makes beautiful flowers. So, are you wishing to take the job? As he looks back to Nilo, Ragnar, and Tarikas.
Oh, yes. We'll definitely take the job.
Very well.
And yes, as to the mage answer, well, they want to have a living body that can hang if it's a living body that can be hanged, usually the culprit in that case would be a mage of some kind. However, it could be other things.
An
It's
evil
not
priest,
just mages.
maybe? Maybe a wayward druid, as I hear plants are coming and killing people?
Druid, priest of nature, could be. Though a druid usually wouldn't do something like this. There's a few druids that get angered in such a way are few and far between. If it is nature related, it's closer to maybe a dryad, perhaps one that was angered by some individual in the woods who made a mistake. Either way, we need to do a little bit of investigation to this. Can we find a place to sit down? We can talk about the bodies that were taken, individuals who were taken. I've heard you found some parts of bodies and what those parts look like.
Yes, of course. As the captain sort of leads you guys back into the city itself, or in the town itself. As you step in, you can see that it's a town undergoing normal day to day. It's just the gates are closed. As the captain introduces himself as Captain Jade. I am the Captain Jade. I am the commander of this garrison. You will abide by the normal rules of town. You will do what is necessary to destroy and uncover whatever the root cause of this occurrences are. However, you shall not harm the citizenry, nor shall you damage any of the structures and buildings. If you do so, it shall be removed from your final payment. And if you happen to fatally injure any of the citizenry, you shall be held accountable as surely as the individual responsible for these attacks shall be held. Is this understood?
Understood.
And he leads you. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I will wait until we actually sit down.
Okay. As he leads you guys across past the garrison itself is a rather plain large building just inside the gates. You can see as you step into the gates, you can see the low wall running around, the parapets, whatever they're called, running around the base or the back of the wall as the guards sort of patrol up and down. You can also see that the town itself has guard patrols going about. Looks to be 3 guards per small group that happen to be moving their way. There is immediately as you come in, there are several warehouse-like structures, looks like for trade when wagon trains and stuff come in. But he takes you past all of that to what appears to be either an inn or a flop house of some kind called the Blue Oxen. You step in, and inside it's normal business operations. People seem to be not cowering in fear, not like huddled amongst themselves, whatever, but they're going about their daily business as he finds a table for you all to sit at. And he sits rather stiffly, you can tell, as if he's trying to make himself appear taller as he sits in this seat. So, what is it that you are wishing to know?
First, for the records, my name is Nyalo Clan Handa. This is Ragnar Stormhelm. And Thorikis, a man of the cloth.
I can see you are a follower of Saint Cuthbert. He is known to me.
Have they noticed that I have followed behind all of them?
I mean, they the captain definitely noticed. He assumed that you were coming in with them. Whether you make yourself, it's kind of, I guess I should say, it's pretty easy to notice you as everybody sits down and you're there with them, right? So
yeah,
you guys, if you are sitting with them, if you elect to sit somewhere else,
it's just kind of standing behind everybody, kind of
okay,
separate but there.
Okay, so as you guys sit, you see this elf that you were speaking to has followed you all within the gates of Roisenkreuzstadt and is now standing sort of by himself.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you are wishing to know?
She glances at the elf first and then back over. First, the disappearances. How, when do they happen most often? And has anyone been able to see how it happened?
None that have reported have seen what has transpired. They hear screams. They go to where the screams have come from. And there is nothing, although, as you rightly spoke, there have been parts of bodies left. Other than this, there is not much to tell.
Were those parts torn off, or were they sliced off clean?
It appears as if they had been eaten and the remains left to rot in the sun.
And I heard that there are rumors of plants coming to life.
I do not know about plants, because some rumor has begun that strange creatures that are made of plant or something like plant have been seen about this town, but none of them, we have not had chance to investigate or speak with any sages about plants or other such creatures yet. We have been focused on trying to discover who is behind the murderous attacks on people. These plants that have been seen, I do not know if they have been part of this or they are part of this. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Does your city have a sewer system?
Yes, of course. We have all the great amenities of a sewer.
And do you have and how many homes generally are abandoned, or are they quickly repurposed?
What do you mean?
Abandoned buildings. Like, are they just left there, or are they torn down, quickly repurposed?
No, we do not. We do not usually tear. Usually homes, if someone abandons them, someone eventually will purchase and claim the home for themselves. But we do not usually tear things down.
Do you have a record of homes that have been more or less buildings that have been more or less been abandoned for any significant time, or does someone in the town have a record?
Perhaps, perhaps the mayor, his office may have information such as this, but we do not usually keep detailed records such as this.
That's understandable.
You also realize this is kind of a small-ish town. It's nowhere near like Crestable, or not even remotely close to Traft.
That's what I was hoping. Like they would have a better record of like that. They would know what buildings might be abandoned at because of how small it is.
Hey man, thanks for the
zero in.
Yeah, I get you. Thanks for the follow, Taco.
Zero in on places to hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
So, yeah, he's like you're saying, he's essentially he's like, we've been focused on trying to find out who's eating these people. The plant creatures that have been sighted, they were going to talk to the sages and plant experts about, I guess, or whatever, to figure out if they had any theories or whatever, but just haven't got around to that. That you do have a sewer system.
And the last question.
How many people have gone missing?
In the past 3 days, 4 people.
And when was this? Day, night?
All of them were at night, but one, the second one that went missing, or the second body, we don't even know who has been missing yet. We have yet to identify the pieces of the body, although they are kept in storage in the event one of the priests might be able to. But as of right now, we don't even know who's missing. But we do know the second one that was missing was female. The rest are male.
Has Matt B. Bilson been consulted yet?
No, we have not. You are a friend of Matt B?
I am, and he is an expert at plants and fungi.
Well, perhaps then, if you know him, perhaps you speak to him, but no, we have not spoken about it or to him.
Well, there goes. That solves that question. Thank you, Captain.
You are most welcome. And he stands.
If I know you don't have him on hand, if I would like to be able to come by your office later and collect a map that shows where the disappearances might have taken, where these screams were reported at. I know you'd probably have to put that together.
Yes, we can.
I'm going to speak to the elf here, and see what we can discuss with his friend Mappy. And I'll come by to grab that afterward.
Well, and he sort of stands and pushes the bench backward and quickly departs, sort of walking with this air of dignity or whatever. You get this sense that he is trying to project himself to be taller perhaps than he actually is. But he definitely has
against the half orc.
he definitely has an air of authority about him as somebody who's used to commanding men. So it's not to be taken lightly like that, but just that sense that.
Yeah.
But as he departs, leaving you all alone to yourselves as drinks are served.
Nihilo will look over to the elf. Nihilo is very clearly a half orc. However, there are features about her that might throw off this individual. For one,
she has a series of elven tattoos on her body. She is wearing, I have a picture I can drop in the chat for you there, sir. This is currently what she looks like. She's wearing some chain, a very nicely made green cloak.
I'm showing Nilo in the stream if anyone wants to look. So.
But one of the biggest details for you would be the tattoos. They are very much elven in nature.
So,
and she will.
To that, would my history be give me any idea what the tattoos are?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and give a history check. Oh. Go ahead and give a history check.
Do I roll it in D&D Beyond or?
So if you open your character sheet on the stream, are you on the VTT, right? You're logged into VTT?
Yep, let me
Yep. Open up your character sheet, and then all you have to do is click on the word hit. Really? You know what? Let me double check.
It says I don't have sufficient permissions.
That's stupid. I gave you permissions. Configure ownership. Yep, no, I didn't. There we go. Now you have permissions. So you open up. Yep. Did any? Yeah. So you open up the character sheet, and then click on the word history on the.
Yep, I got it.
Yep, click it, and then it'll roll. There you go. All right. So that is a. Dang, what do you get the? What are all the bonuses for? What the hell? You got a +4, a plus. Oh, you got the total of +8 on your history. That's why. Duh.
Correct.
That is a successful history check. So Nilo, take it away. Yeah. She knows his history definitely would recognize at least some of it.
So the tattoos themselves don't mean anything special, but you recognize the patterns from the clan from House Hundar, which is a declining house within the Vorsvard clan.
Yep. So it's the Vorsvard clan is a very large clan in Paranland. The Hundar clan is sort of a sub-clan within that. And
it's a family name.
Right. And the thing about the Hundar clan is it's primarily elfin.
But this one is a half-orc.
And yet Nilo, well, she doesn't have a name yet, but this half-orc is a half-orc. Not a elf, but she's sporting the tattoos of that clan that you recognize.
They might also recognize the. Actually, no, it's too small by family. He wouldn't recognize the leaf. So she'll turn to the elf. Hello, I see you. Kind of snaked in behind us. My name is Nilo Hundar, Ragnar, and Zurikas. And you are?
I am Akami the Fox.
Akami the Fox. Wonderful to meet you. Well, you seem to have been a bit taken back from my comment about mages, and you look like you may be a mage. What is your specialty?
Ice.
A little chilling. As we no longer have a dedicated arcane caster within our group, and one that actively studies the arcane arts beyond myself, and I mostly do so in a combat sense. I, for one, do not have an issue with having you assist us, Ragnar, Tarikas.
I don't see a reason not to, especially when we're up against a bunch of plant monsters.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, potentially plant monsters.
But in that case, we should go see my friend.
Yes, I was hoping so.
Okay.
Shall we head off to see Matby?
Well, I'm going to finish my drink first.
I'm assuming I should know where his shop is, correct?
Yes, you do. And in fact, you know where his house and his shop are.
Well, since it's the day, I think we should head to his shop first.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll finish her drink, but yeah, she agrees to that one.
Okay. Okay. It takes you maybe 10 minutes to navigate your way through the relatively busy comparatively speaking to what you guys were discussing with Captain Jade. But yeah, it's a relatively busy hubbub of a border town, I guess, for lack of a better term. But going off on a side street, you finally manage to come up to a shop that has many pictures and depictions of plants and other such things. I don't know if I want to say fungus, or whatever, but definitely plant, almost like an herbalist type shop. It looks like, and the over the arch of all those depictions is the word Matsby's, indicating this is the shop of Matsby. The door itself is closed. The shades are pulled, and it appears dark within.
A rap on the door.
Okay,
Call out from Matsby.
Okay, you call out. A moment passes. 2 moments pass. No response.
This is strange. He is normally here.
Let's hope he's not one of the missing ones then. Do you know where he might live, or if he might be out just getting supplies?
I think that was a question for you.
Yes,
Okada.
I do know where he lives, and I guess we should go there next. But before we go, I want to check the door to see if it's locked.
Okay. You check the door and it is locked.
All right.
Do you have knock by any chance?
I don't, but we should head to his house.
Okay. Departing the store, you navigate your way, a rather familiar path to Matsby's home. He sits, even though this is a small town, they have little mini districts within this, and you know this place to be called Crimson Wall, named because of the fact that originally where they were putting the big wall around town, some of the original folks didn't really like it. They thought it was too enclosing. They liked the openness of the mountains and whatnot, and so they painted it red like blood. And so the name just kind of stuck. So in this Crimson Wall district, it is mostly homes and stuff, no real shops per se. They do have a little small market for the locals to trade and barter. So you do see that is still kind of there. But you arrive at this little single-story structure, probably a 5-room apartment type space that you know he lived in. But again, while there's no real shades pulled and stuff, it's dark within. So it does have windows on it and stuff, so you can kind of peer in to see, but it looks dark within, and you see no movement from within the house either.
Again, checking to see if the door or windows are locked.
The door is not locked. The windows are, but the door itself in the front of the house is not locked.
Okay.
That's not good.
Is the door like a knob, or is it...
Yeah, it's just like a little twist knob, and then you open the door to go in. It pushes inward into the house. Okay.
I want to turn the knob so that it's not latched.
Okay.
But then I want to step back and use my staff to push it open.
Okay.
Nyla will get near him, and she'll pull out her dagger, just in case.
Okay.
What does your friend look like?
So you know that Matt B is probably in his 50s. Mostly has his full head of hair. It's primarily dark, but he does have some streaks of gray beginning in it. Typically keeps himself clean shaven, maybe a little on the pudgy side, but not like myself in real life. Like I'm a big fat cow, but he is.
You're not fat.
He's probably about 5'6", 5'7", your standard human kind of nondescript look. Usually wears normal clothing, but when he's working, he typically has on gloves to work with soil and plants and stuff, and wears aprons and stuff to keep the dirt and the compost and whatnot off of himself. But yeah, that's kind of the description that he provides.
I presume that he tells me that.
Yeah, and that's what I was describing to you. So you turn the handle, Nilo, you kind of slide up, and as you slide up, Akami the fox sort of steps back, and then pushes the door open with the staff that he walks with. And you hear this, and the door opens about 6 to 8 inches. Once again, light spills from outside in, and you see no movement. You can see the dust kind of hanging in the air from a empty apartment from what all appearances.
Now we'll give a sharp whistle, and Raldo will fly in and look through the space to make sure there's no surprises waiting for them.
Okay, give me a perception check from
not a problem.
From Raldo. So you watch as this little dragon looking, I know that's kind of like extremes, huh? You watch as this little dragon creature, obviously the familiar of this strange half-orc Nilo, pops into view and then flits into your friend Matby's house. Raldo is able to flip around this little 4-bedroom or 4-room apartment. You know that you can tell that the front area is mostly a living quarter. There is a kitchen area, there's a bedroom, and then there's another sort of office. And inside you can see there are many plants in various stages of growth or death. There's like dirt all over the floor where it looks like he was working with plants or whatever. There's papers and stuff scattered all over the table in his work area. But other than that, the place appears to be empty.
Nothing in here.
Check the door and see if there was anything tampered with the door, like if it was broken or picked or anything that would give indication that somebody broke in.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check. We'll do investigation. What? Yeah, investigation. So, from what you can tell, doesn't look like anything was messed with regards to the door.
But it sounds like with papers and that around, does it look like it was rifled through, or
you can't see that because it came through the familiar's eyes to Nilo. You guys are still standing outside.
So yeah, does it look like that for me?
It looks like it just, it's kind of like somebody that's busily working on something, taking notes and moving papers around. It's not like they're thrown on the floor or anything like that.
No struggle.
It doesn't appear to be from what you can see through Raldo's eyes.
So knowing that, she will slowly step into the room, looking for any heat signatures aside from Raldo.
Okay.
And she'll go call him back to her as well.
Okay, so Raldo returns and you guys go to enter into the home. As originally described, it's a typical apartment. The front area seems to be a sitting area. There's a chair to lounge in with a table. There is a pipe that's sitting on the table that has the remains of burnt tobacco within it. sitting in a little holder on a table. You can see in the kitchen area there are dishes and whatnot of somebody who had eaten food or whatever, but has yet to wash the dishes as they sit over awaiting to be cleaned. The bedroom appears to be bachelor pad type of a room. Bed is unmade. Footlocker, a chest or a wardrobe and stuff stands open with clothes kind of haphazardly hung in there. But other than that, go ahead and give me a survival check, please, Academy. So as you look around, you're not really sure what is up. It doesn't look like anything is been moved or anything, at least from your vantage point. So you're not sure like where he is or how long he's been gone or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Nothing looks like it was exceptionally disturbed. Looks
Yeah.
like he just got up and left for the day and didn't come back.
Yeah. Nilo, you can go ahead and give me one as well.
Okay. Where it is. There we go. Survival, you said?
Yeah. And I guess if Ragnar or Tarikas want to give one, they can as well.
What's the roll?
Okay, what are we rolling?
Survival.
Survival.
Yay! He's still awake.
I've been up. I just been listening.
I'm just dogging on you, dude. I like messing with you. You know that.
Ragnar does not have a high survival, if I recall correctly.
I mean, he can't really look around either.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my bones, and what I'm feeling is to punch Nilo for saying that.
So, as the experience that you guys have as some of your investigative work that you've done in the recent past, this place looks, you check out, the first thing you notice is the tobacco pipe. Typically, somebody that smokes tobacco pipe, especially Ragnar, whenever they're done with the day, they like to sit there and smoke their pipe and whatever. This is cold and it doesn't look like it's been used in a few days. Same thing in the kitchen. Tarikas, you kind of look over the food remains and stuff, and you just kind of look and you get, almost a purely scientific view of it. Kind of reinforces that feeling that, yeah, whoever lives here hasn't been here in at least 3 to 4 days. And Academy, you when you realize that it's been a few days, like 3 days or so, you kind of start to tie this thread together in your brain of Matt B missing for the past few days. These attacks have started a few days ago, and a sinking feeling runs through you as you realize he may have been a victim.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Yep.
Not good at all.
Yeah, I love that picture. In the office space or the work space, as you sort of step in, you can smell the compost. You can smell the earth. It's very rich soil. You can see that he's got plants potted in various states of, as I said, life and death. Looks like some of them are fading away and other ones are going strong, if you will. You can see the papers scattered about that you saw in your vision through Raldo's eyes, but doesn't really appear to be.
I'm gonna look through his notes to see if there's anything in there that might hint that he was like investigating something
Okay.
when this happened.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Can I give him an assist?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Because you know him very well and you've seen him work and you know his writing, you're able to aid and help translate some of the information that is actually being banted about. You don't really glean a lot, but you do realize that he apparently found something about a week ago that really piqued his interest, some sort of a rare growth of some kind he found in a dead animal carcass. And so he was apparently trying to do research and figure out what this was. And so he was doing experiments with various plants and whatnot to see if he could determine the nature of this fungus or growth or whatever it was that he found. But just based on the scribblings and stuff, you get the impression that he was extremely excited, borderline manic on whatever this was and his intent to figure it out.
Does it say where he was keeping these experiments at?
He was doing something here in his, as far as you know, I guess. It didn't. His notes do not indicate that he was doing anything outside of this workspace.
All right. Okay, we need to figure
I'd like
out
to search around to see if I can find his key to the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I will look to see if I can find where the experiment was being kept.
Okay. Go ahead and both of you, Nilo, give me a. Well, both of you go ahead and give me the investigation check. I think it's appropriate for both. So you do not manage to find either. There's no key that you can find at his shop, nor is there anything that indicates there was any experiments or anything going on outside of this spot. You do know, however, from experience, Academy, that he did do a lot of work in his shop, right? So, other than that, you don't know of any other place he may have gone to do work.
That's what I was thinking about, finding his key, if it
Yeah.
was still here.
Yeah.
I can get into the into his shop without breaking down the door. But I believe that's where we need to go next.
Okay. As you guys, anybody else want to do anything in the house before we leave?
I mean, I can't think of anything Ragnar could really do.
Not really.
Okay. All right. So you guys deftly step out, closing the door behind you. As you close the door, you sort of glance around and get ready to head out, and you can see that several of the people that live around are sort of glancing nervously and or warily as they watch strangers exiting Matt B's house. But as soon
That's
as you
to be expected.
as soon as you turn to notice them, they all immediately, whoop, oh yeah, and nothing to see here, and they all turn to go about their business. But you head back to Matt B's.
Is there a chance to intercept one of them to see if they noticed anything strange going on?
Sure, absolutely.
Or more so, ask them when the last time they saw him. Everyone's gonna say they know about something strange.
Ooh,
Exactly.
as you stop a young fellow, probably in his early teens, as you stop, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see you come out of Mappy's place. I didn't. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't see anybody breaking in. I didn't see anybody trying to steal nothing.
Easy. We're not here to silence you.
Well, what do you want then? I didn't do nothing.
I got a gold if you can tell me.
His eyes kind of light up.
Here lately.
You hear the plant things are eating people.
That's common knowledge. What else have you seen?
I ain't seen nothing, but old man Matby was kind of crazy lately. He was up like all hours. His light is on his house. They said was on like all hours of the night. He was like cackling and acting all crazy like. Some say the
Must have found some wacky weed.
some people say that the creatures from the sewers came up and ate him too.
Have you seen any creatures come out of the sewers?
Nah, Mom won't let me go near the sewers. They're old and broken down. At the sewer entrance at the end of town, they're all broken and overgrown. And last time I tried to go play there, I got my butt whipped for an hour. I couldn't sit down for a week. So I don't. Mom tells me don't go there. I don't go there.
Where's the closest sewer entrance to Matby's house?
Oh, there's the only entrance to the sewers I know is over at the sewer entrance at the out of town. I don't know if they got anywhere else.
They don't have any other access points throughout the town?
Not as far as you know, or as far as he knows.
What about the abandoned buildings? Any abandoned buildings near Matby's?
No, most folk live here, been here their whole life. I've been here my whole life. I'll probably be here my whole life.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for telling us.
Let's
Any other
plan
questions to come?
ahead of time. Here's your gold. Be on your
So he
way.
grabs a cone. Thanks, mister. Whew. And he starts running down. They're giving away gold. They're giving away gold. And he points to you, and several others start walking your way. Sort of like, give gold. Gold? What? Gold? You're giving gold? Hey? Say all. Next thing you know, you've got.
Give a gnome gold.
He's not a gnome, but he was a child. He's a kid. As you see, like 5 other kids ranging in ages from 6 to maybe 12 start coming your way. I want gold. Can I have gold? Can I have gold? And the next thing you know, you find yourself surrounded and everybody tugging at you. Hey, can I have some? Can I have some? Ooh, that's a good staff. Where'd you get that staff from? Do you have more gold for me? And they're kind of looking up at you in this, with like these little sort of sad eyes, like sort of tugging at you. All of them asking, why did he get gold and we don't get gold, mister?
I'll tell you what.
No.
If you see
We're
anything
giving out
strange
goals. Like achievements. Recommendations.
if you see anything strange around Matby's house, come find me, and you may earn some gold.
But he didn't have to do nothing, and you just gave him gold. Why did you give him gold but not us? Not fair. And they start stomping off.
I don't have to be fair.
Yeah, okay.
Just-
Yeah, he gets a sticker
He's
out
a
of Dilo for that one.
as the kids walk away, dumbo elf. And leaving you guys to your own devices, you soon find yourselves back at Matby's.
I guess we're going to a shop then.
Looks like it.
Well, I mean, that's what you guys said. I apologize. I assume that's where you were still going. If not,
Yeah, we're still going to the shop. Yeah.
okay. All right, cool.
Just double check.
Okay. All right, so you find yourself at Matby's.
All right. I will expel my once a day free use of Misty Step to go through the window.
Okay. Poof. Next thing you know, you are inside of his shop. Inside, it is a veritable hothouse. You can see that there are windows above. Yeah, there are windows above. Just pick a spot anywhere on the map, dude. Just go. The
A spot within range.
whoosh, there we go. I love it.
So you find yourself inside a shop of definitely like an herbalist of some kind. There are potted plants everywhere. As I was saying, the roof itself is has a bunch like skylights and stuff to allow it to get much hotter in here, and it's very humid, very muggy and musty. But you can see that the lock latch on the door is in fact closed. So whomever was in here when they left probably used a key to lock it when they were leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to flip the lock and let so the rest of them can get in.
All right. A moment after Nilo flips into the room or flips into the store, you hear the rattling sound of the latches being released, and a door opens up. Nilo standing on the other side, giving you all access to the interior of the store.
Well, I will enter.
Entering into the store, as I described, it looks exactly like you've always seen it. Academy. It is a hothouse. As I said, it's like a greenhouse in here with the windows or the skylights providing light and heat to the plants that grow within. You can smell the rich earth. You can smell the heady smell of manure and compost and whatnot as he went about his business. There are many plants growing in here that are brilliant to all of your eyes, really. Very strange looking, one of a kind plants. He was very good, about creating and mixing germs of the plants and whatnot to germinate them in order to make different plants out of the combination of two. So he was very, very good at doing that stuff, and so it is really reflected inside his store here.
What about splicing? Is there a lot of splicing in here as well?
What's what it looks like to you? Nilo
doesn't know what splicing is, but
what I'm saying, well, what you do see though is you see, I recognize this type of flower. I've seen this type of flower. I've also seen that type of flower, but I've never seen them put together, and they almost have like the coloration and the leafage of mixed plants that you recognize in themselves individually, but you've never seen them combined. And so Economy, that this is sort of his trademark skill. He was very talented in that aspect, borderline genius individual. And you do know that he was very prone to getting extremely excited when he found like new plants and stuff like that. So the note taking that you found in his house would definitely make sense to you, that he found something new and interesting to delve into. Give me an investigation give me perception, please, first, for those of you that want to in the house.
I will.
I need at least okay.
Whoever does investigation, but perception. I can have my dragon roll too. I just need to go back to my computer.
Okay. So as you sort of work around, Tarikas, you notice that there's going to be dirt on the floor from this place. But you notice that there is dirt, and then you can see the footprints of somebody walking, and it looks like, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but you would swear that whoever was walking through the dirt on the floor was actually not just walking, they were dancing. Almost as if they were spinning around and jumping, just having themselves a good old time in the dirt. That's kind of what it looks like to you. I think he's eating shrooms again. Yeah, and Academy, you, as you look to the back, you can see that his entire back of his shop is completely tore up, as if he was. You could see plants that are in potted plants in the front of the store. In the back where the working area is, you can see they're ripped out of the pots and thrown on the floor, and the pots are filled with like dirt and other stuff, but the plants themselves that got ripped up and thrown on the floor, almost as if he said, I don't give a crap about these plants. I got something more important now.
I'm gonna go try to take a look at him, see if I can discern anything.
All right, give me a medicine check, please. Actually, or survival, whichever one is higher, whichever gives you a higher bonus.
I might actually be able to do a medicine check as well. Did I have that one trained?
Is it the same? Is it the same check for you for survival academy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you are not sure. You see just dirt.
That's why he was my friend. He was an expert at this, not me.
Yeah. You see dirt. Even with the 3, you see dirt.
I go, who is that dancing there?
Is this normal for him to rip out all of his plants if he found a new favorite plant?
Not at all.
Is this where the Little Shop of Horrors plot's gonna start?
I was waiting for that one to
God
drop.
dang it. Damn it. See, you guys ruin every plot.
What about every plot?
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour.
As you guys are sort of standing there, suddenly you hear a banging on the front door. Open up! Open up!
Right. See who it is.
As you open the door, you see that there are 2 soldiers standing there, and they look down at you, Ragnar. Captain Jade says you come with us. Another body has been found.
Oh, that was quick. What the hell happened?
And that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Gotcha.
Damn, what time of day is it?
It is midday.
Kill the soldiers. I saw him. Okay. It was him.
It is midday.
Nyla, watch out. These guys are just here to make us pay taxes. They're not actually here to help.
There is no missing body. They just need to rope someone in.
Yeah.
I don't care who the captain sends.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight's session. I appreciate everybody that has hung out with us. We're going to find somebody to raid, so hopefully you guys will hang out with us just for a minute so that we can raid over. This is kind of, why does that? Oh, I know. I'm looking at the wrong one because I'm an idiot. But yeah, we're going to figure out somebody to raid. Just remember, this is every other Friday, so our next game should be on the 25th. Hopefully nothing's going on that day that I don't know about. But wish me.
I'll probably be out for the 25th, just so you know.
Okay, that's fair.
I think that's the week I'm going to be gone in New York.
Oh, nice. Peace, travel safe.
I have a question, Sean.
Yep.
How iconic is the Cloak of Elvenkind, and would someone like a high elf wizard immediately recognize one as that?
The Cloak of Elvenkind is like an uncommon item.
Yeah, it's uncommon. It's not like a super rare. It's rare, but it's not like super rare.
Yeah, this is a high elf wizard, which is why I was asking, like, would that be recognizable to them?
I would think so. I would think most people would recognize. Well, I guess recognize, not necessarily recognize, but if they are like wearing it or feeling it or something, they would definitely get the vibe from it. But cloaks and stuff, unless you can detect it as being magical and whatnot, it's not like you can just look at it and tell.
And anyone else, I wouldn't even worry about this. But like I said, this is a high elf wizard. That's kind of that I feel, at least to me, that feels like something that a comic would might have noticed. I'm not sure about Jamie's character though.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd bring that up.
No, right now we'll worry about that when the time comes. But with regards to you being gone, this whole adventure was sort of a thrown together thing that I put together to welcome Academy into the. And if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. It took me like 2 years to figure out how to say Nilo.
Well, this is how
You
I
still
came
get it
up with.
wrong because you still call it Nilo. It's Nilo.
Yeah, whatever, Nilo.
Long time ago, I tried to use a name for a character when I was playing EverQuest,
Okay.
and it wouldn't let me take it.
Okay.
So I just
Oh.
happened to caught part of a documentary on a crime, and
Okay.
it was like AKA John Doe, so
Yeah.
on and so forth. So I just went otherwise known as me, so
Huh.
Akemi.
Oh, I got
Now
you.
D
Cool.
is the in French,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fox is cunning,
Yeah.
which desert fox, which I'm a army veteran. I'm
Yep.
a
There you go. Heck yeah,
tanker.
man. I know. Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
My grandfather actually served with Patton in the Europe.
One of my
When,
heroes.
yeah, so he served with Patton for a little bit during the war when Patton went to Europe, and he was in tanks as well.
So the
So,
desert fox.
yeah, I know exactly who that is. Yep, Rommel.
So,
That's
AKA
cool.
me,
Yeah,
the fox, the
gotcha.
cunning.
Okay, I gotcha. All right,
I was
so
I like that.
so in
I was
other
an
words,
M1A1 armor crewman, so
in
I
other
was a
words,
gunner
I'm
in
gonna
Desert
have to.
Storm.
I'm just gonna call you Academy. So that's right.
Just call me AK.
Academy.
It's easy.
He's gonna call you Academy.
That's it. I'm gonna
Just
call you
me
AK.
AK.
All right, AK.
So what I'm hearing is that you're tanking all the battles. Is that what you're saying?
No, well, what I'm
he's the
gonna be
tank.
is I'm gonna be an AK-47 when I start doing magic pistols.
There you go. All right. With that,
become a sorcerer, twin cast magic
So-
missile, 5th level.
yeah.
So
Mhm. Go ahead.
I was to say, call him AK. So you're reliable but inaccurate.
We'll have to see how he rolls. If he keeps rolling under a 5, then we'll know for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, to make a long story short, it's cool if you're out. Obviously, it's fine. We don't have an issue with that. We can roll. But yeah, I just wanted to put this together. I wasn't 100% sure what the party was going to do. If you were going to continue and to try to get the rest and find the rest of the places in the temple, because there really wasn't anything to find that you guys knew of. So I wanted to have this on standby because we had a new player coming in. I thought it would be a perfect way to bring him in, because it was either bring him in here or bring him in Exag, and it just really worked out that we can do it here, and so I'm glad we did. So in that way, and this is really technically a one shot. The only reason it didn't work out to be one shot because the first half of the game was everything you guys did, leaving and working with the gnomes and stuff like that. So we will be back on the 25th minus our dwarf, which is fine. But I'm sure we'll be able to work through it. But we will attempt to figure out next time what the heck is going on in Rosenkreuzstadt. But right now we're going to figure out to go over to somebody to raid. Hopefully there's anybody in particular that you guys want to raid. There's looks to me like yep, she's not out there, so we can go folk and myth, we can go charm fantasy. We're gonna go game master Eric, because if you know something, I like to give love when people give love back. Every single time without fail when we've rated Eric, he's come back in a DM to me saying, hey dude, really appreciate it, thanks for bringing the people over. So we're going to bounce over to him before we lose all of our followers that are watching the stream. Chantel, really sorry that you missed it. We'll be back Monday, though. For if you guys want to watch our first edition game, we do stream that every Monday, and we will be streaming this coming Monday. Wish me luck, because I have my 2 grandchildren are going to be here. Well, 2 of my 3 grandchildren are going to be here next week, and so it'll be interesting trying to game on the computer, and I know they're going to want to jump in, but it's going to be even more interesting is my home face-to-face game, trying to get them to not grab the dice and throw. So it's going to be an interesting week. Definitely looking forward to it. But as I said, we'll be here Monday, and then 2 weeks from today, we will be back here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna set up this raid to Is that Eric? Is that who that was? Yeah, with the Game Master Eric. If you guys haven't followed him, I encourage you to give him a follow. He's a great streamer, good dude. They got a lot of cool games. I've watched a few of their sessions, man. Unfortunately, most of the time I watch sessions, I got to go over on a VOD because I don't have time to stay the whole time. But we will be back. I definitely appreciate you joining the group, Jamie. Hopefully, it was at least worth your time and effort putting your character together. But in the meantime, just remember, in a world that you can be anything that you want, all we ask is that you be kind. We will see you Monday or 2 Fridays from now.
I want to be a unicorn.
Graveyard. You're going to smell roses.
Does he have art?
You're going to
Did I make him art
smell
already?
No.
a variety of flowers.
They
It's
were
really
coming to
nice.
New York.
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay.
I'm heading up to the Finger
This is
Lakes
gonna
for
look
a
at,
family
like-
fun for a
Yeah,
weekend.
respectfully.
Oh, nice.
Trying to see if what sort
I
of
live right
graves
in
this would
Auburn.
be.
I go to all the wine trails along the Finger Lakes.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I like wine.
What city are you going to? Or town?
Oh, what the fuck is it? I'd have to look up the address again.
All right, guys. I got about. Oh crap! What did I get? What did I get?
All right, man. Peace out.
Oh, we got a shout out. Yep,
good
I
night,
saw
everyone.
that. Got a
Take
shout
care.
out. All right, guys.
Happy
We'll see you next time. See ya.